You can measure the size of an elephant. You can clock the speed of a cheetah, but you can't quantify the heart of a kings, queens, and in-betweens. Welcome to Dr. Boxing Talk. Stream starts now.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Yo, how we sound? Hopefully we sound good, because we feel good. You know what I'm talking about? Hopefully y'all feel good as well, because your boy feeling good today. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Y'all know what time it is, man. We are here for another day, man. Another day to praise, another dollar to earn. You know what I'm talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, brethren and sistren, boys and girls, ladies and lads, hermanos, mi hermanas, kings and queens, and everything in between. Y'all know what time it is. The doctor's in the house. You know, don't forget to smack that like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Smack it like I owe you some money. Oh, my camera looking a little shaky. Let me fix that. There we go. We good, man. Appreciate y'all rocking as always, man. Before we get started, let's go ahead and hit this roll call, man. We got my brother, my partner, my PIC, TSO Bodega Tie in the building. And a father to be, you know what I'm talking about? Well, he's already a father, but another father to be, you know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother Anubis in the building. Oh, we got some things to talk about today. Oh, we gonna talk today. BTF, we gonna talk today. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna talk today. So, there's been a couple things going on. You know, I don't really like to get into controversy and stuff like that, but there's been some controversial topics. Not just Claressa Shields calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm talking about? Let me spam my quote emote, and let me spam my GTD chain. You feel me? It's not even just that, but also there's some rankings that came out. You know, but you know me, man. I keep it 100, bro. I'm not just one of those that gives critiques and doesn't offer any type of solutions or tries to duck and dodge accountability. No, if I'm going to critique a list, you better believe I'm going to provide my own list, because I'm not afraid of criticism. I'm not above critiques. You see what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with my confidence. It doesn't hurt me. You see what I'm saying? So no, I'm very confident, and I welcome all the critiques. So, you know, we made our own list in response to another list that was made that I think is preposterous. I think that list is terrible. I think it is trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
And the list that I'm talking about is 154 junior middleweight rankings that the Ring Magazine came out with. Even Jaleel Hackett responded to it and said that, hold on, man, this doesn't look like a list about credibility or a list of merit or a list of skills or a list of accomplishments and accolades. It looks like a list of popularity. And I agree wholeheartedly. Not saying Jaleel Hackett should be on there, you know, but I'm just saying that I agree with it 1,000%. But before we get to it, before we get to the nonsense, you know, and the debauchery, let's go ahead and say our prayers, man. So if you indulge in belief and faith, then join me for a prayer. Please join me and bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for your blessings. Thank you for waking us up to see this wonderful Thursday. Thank you for leading us here in the right direction. And if we do mess up, we thank you for your correction. And we ask you that you always guide us throughout our life, you know, for today, tomorrow. And we're glad that you guided us yesterday, Lord. They give you all the glory for everything that we go through, you know, the good times, the bad times, the highs, the lows, the peaks and the valleys. You know, we just want to thank you because without your strength, we are nothing. We can accomplish nothing. So, and a lot of times when we are feeling weak and down, it's your strength that galvanizes us to know that we can keep going, because you never know when our moment is. You never know what our story is. You never know what you're putting us through in order to build character and build strength and build confidence, not just in ourselves, but most importantly in you. So we give you all the glory, Lord. We ask you for forgiveness. And we also want to pray for those that are in worse situations than ourselves, you know. And also, we want to say rest in peace and give our condolences to the family of D'Angelo and also Angie Stone, because, you know, they had a family together, and, you know, their son, unfortunately, this year lost both his parents. So we want to give our thoughts and our prayers to them and anybody else is going through some tumultuous times and some trials and tribulations. Through Jesus' name, amen. Amen, amen, amen. Let's get to it, man. So let's get to it. What y'all want to start off with, man? Let's start off with a little lighthearted topic. We have some news out of the super middleweight division 168 that Hamza Shiraz could be fighting Callum Simpson. I think that's fire, man. Hamza Shiraz versus Callum Simpson. I think that's a dope fight. If it comes into fruition. I don't really believe that'll come into fruition, to be honest with you. I don't think that Ben Shalom is really ready to give that up, because I believe Callum Simpson's a boxer, and, you know, boxer just lost Ben Whitaker to Backroom, so that's a very dangerous fight. I'm not saying it can't happen, because Hamza Shiraz is on the Ring Magazine, right? Riyadh with Big Turk, so anything can happen with that. And then, you know, boxer's been, you know, working with him and had some fighters over there, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. I just don't believe that they're really ready to have that fight, you know, because someone's going to take an L, and I think it'll be Callum Simpson. And I've been watching tape on Callum Simpson. I like Callum Simpson. He's all right, but he hasn't been proven yet, you know what I'm saying? We talked about Callum Simpson when we did the 168-pound rankings on super middleweight like last week or something, and he's doing good, but he hasn't fought anybody. In his last fight, who did he fight last? Ivan Zuko, I believe, and he did win the fight, but he got dropped twice in the process. Now, you know, when someone gets dropped, unless you're Naoya Inoue, it's a problem, right? When you get dropped by somebody that's unheard of, it's usually a problem, unless you're Naoya Inoue. Because if you're Naoya Inoue and you get dropped by Ramon Cardenas, who's literally actually and factually a Lyft driver, you know, we say, oh, well, he won. You know, it shows heart. It shows that he's a beast, that he can recover. It shows his ability to show mental fortitude. And you know, he came back and stopped him. When you get stopped by, and when you get dropped by Louis Neary, you know, a guy who's been stopped by Brandon Figueroa, we say, oh, man, you know, he showed some cojones, and he showed some a high caliber of a high caliber of skill and awareness to be able to stay down low and stay solid and not get up too fast, you know, utilize the count to its fullest so he can recuperate. You know, we always try to find the light, you see what I'm saying? Which is no problem. I think Naoya Inoue is a beast, top 3 pound for pound. But when Abdullah Mason, who's not as accomplished, not as experienced, gets dropped by a guy that's a KO puncher, that we know is a KO puncher in Johan, we critique him. But he also stopped him too. You see what I'm saying? So when Callum Simpson gets dropped, you can look at it two ways. I don't know how you want to look at it. He got dropped twice by Ivan Zuko, who's relatively unknown. He was an undefeated fighter, but relatively unknown. I think that you could take some good stuff from it, just like we take good stuff from Naoya Inoue getting dropped. However, the bad part is that he's not Naoya Inoue. He is Callum Simpson, and he's at 168 pounds. And I think him getting dropped twice, it was early too. I believe like in the first round and the third round. Don't quote me. But anyway, him getting dropped, do you imagine what Hamza Shiraz will do to him if he drops him? Just like the same concern I have what Junto Nakatani will do to Ramon Inoue if he drops him, because he has a thunderous left hand. And Inoue got dropped by 2 left hands by Louis Neary and Ramon Cardenas. So that's why I picked Junto Nakatani, because I don't think Junto Nakatani will allow him to recover. But Inoue is a monster, literally and figuratively, right? That's his nickname. I think that if anybody could do it, it's him. Inoue's a beast. So don't get it twisted, you know, but I got to give my critiques fairly. So the same doubts I have or reservations I have with Callum Simpson are the same ones I have when it comes to Nia Inoue. I mean, I just think it's consistency. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, Cal Simpson did win by 10-round TKO, I believe. So he did his thing, man. But I just don't see that him fighting Hamza Shiraz, man. I don't know. But if it does happen, I would lean towards Hamza. But that's a good fight, man. All English, a British showdown. You feel me? You know, that's just what I think, man. Shout out to Anubis. Shout out to my brother Tay in the building. Breakdown analytics in the building. I appreciate that, man. I hope all is well with you. You feel me? Shout out to Anubis. He said, I doubt they're going to do Shiraz versus Simpson. They're going to make Shiraz fight. Yeah, I agree, because they're going to try to get a big fight out of Shiraz. I agree with you 1,000%, Anubis. So I don't see him fighting Callum Simpson, but they are in talks. I could see that to build up Shiraz's resume in the scenario that, remember, because Canelo's not available at least till May, right? Which is not crazy because he always fights on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and then Mexican Independence Day in September, right? But let's say that he wants to pursue a rematch with Crawford, or he wants to wait and see what happens with Chris Eubank and Conor Benn, like is rumored. So maybe it's no guarantee that Hamza Shiraz will fight Canelo. And what if Bud doesn't stay at 168? You know what I'm saying? So Hamza Shiraz is probably just trying to dot his I's and cross his T's, make sure that he has a backup plan, or plan A, plan B, and plan C. You know what I'm saying? Plan A is probably Cinnamon, plan B is probably Budrick, and then plan C would probably be Callum Simpson. But like I said, I doubt it happens, because I don't think Callum Simpson is even ready for that, because if he gets dropped by Hamza Shiraz as Berlanga, you know what I'm saying, he gonna get his head binked up like a hot potato from left to the right. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, he don't want to get done like Edgar Berlanga. You feel me? He don't want to get hit with that hot potato. Don't forget to smack that like button. But that's just my personal opinion on that. But let's go ahead and switch topics real quick to the Claressa Shields, man. Y'all know I like Gervonta Tank Davis, one of my favorite fighters. You know I respect the hell out of Claressa Shields, man. She's one of my favorite fighters as well. But favoritism has nothing to do with my assessment that I'm going to make now. Claressa Shields calls out Tank in an interview $1 million worth of game. You know what I noticed too? $1 million worth of game. I don't know if you really pay attention to that. I don't really. Shout out to Gillian Wallow. It's not really my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this though. I think it's funny that we gotta chill on Berlanga. My bad. You right. Berlanga's my guy. You know I rock with Berlanga. But I think it's funny that Papoose was on there with Claressa Shields most recently, right? His boot thing. You know, I wish them the best, man. I love that for them. But he was also on there with his ex-girlfriend or wifey. I don't know. Were they married? I think they were married. Remy Ma. So I guess what Papoose does, he solidifies his relationship with $1 million worth of game. You know what I'm talking about? If he brings you $1 million worth of game, or y'all serious? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Papoose, man. I wish him and Claressa Shields the best of growth. But Claressa Shields on there, she called out Tank in the process of her interview. She did a lot of things, you know. She talked about her future. She talked about things she got going on, who she's gonna sign with. Is she gonna stay with Salida Promotions? She been in talks to MVP, even Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, which I think is dope for her. You know, I wish her the best. She talked about a lot of things, plethora of things, but one of the things, you know, they talked about Gervonta Tank Davis, and her opinion was that Gervonta Tank Davis, and I quote, she said he's a scary dude. And that ruffled a lot of feathers, man, because, you know, a lot of people, they like Gervonta Tank Davis, and I would even stretch to say that they obsessed with him. You know, they think everything that Gervonta Tank Davis does is wonderful. And a lot of fans do that. That's why the word fan is short for fanatic. You know, Canelo fans do that. Tank fans do that. AJ fans do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's not Tyson Fury fans do that. You know, they think that they can walk on water and stuff like that. And they think that everything they do, no matter how bad it is, they're going to say it looks good. Like that. And, you know, I just thank God that I'm not one of those fans. You know, I rock with Gervonta Tank Davis. I do not like the Tank versus Jake fight at all. I think it's a joke, but you know what I'm saying, I understand it because he's gonna get his money. I'm a realist as well, you know, and I can see past that. I still think he's the best if he's locked in, but if he's not locked in, he's gonna be in trouble. And Claressa Shields, she came out, and this is what people are mad at, even calling her outside of her name, calling her dumb and calling her the B word. I gotta say this too, man, before we get to it. I want to make this very clear. If you're calling a woman or anybody outside their name, especially a woman, and you're a man, because of their difference in opinion on the sport, that's a testament to the fact that
Nigga, you's a bitch.
Yeah, it's funny that you call her. I've seen people call her a bitch and all this other stuff and a hoe and all this other stuff is stupid and dumb and like, what are you talking about, bro? That's her opinion. You realize who we're talking about Claressa Shields. And I want to say this too. The word bitch, it's only gender specific when you're talking about canines and dogs. You feel me? That's the only time it's gender specific. When you talk about humans, I can guarantee you that if you analyze your life, reflect on your life and your experiences, you probably know more boy bitches than girl bitches. And that's just a fact. Do you think about the people that have snitched on you, that done told on you, tried to set you up, hated on you, owes you money? I guarantee that 99% of them are boys. You feel me? So, in fact, there's a lot more boy bitches than girl bitches. You see what I'm saying? People that you had to whoop on because they came at you sideways or something like that, try to sneak dish you, try to do some creep shit. It's usually boys. You see what I'm saying? So, and people that are yapping and tweeting and chirping like a bird on Twitter, the majority of them are boys. So there's a lot more boy bitches than girl bitches. It's just females usually get the rap for that because, you know, female dog is a bitch. But anyway, I think that I like Gervonta Tate Davis. I had no problem with what she said. That's her opinion. That's her truth. You got to realize who's talking, man. It's Claressa the Goat Shields. What is she? Undisputed in what? 4 different weight classes? 3 times undisputed? No, sorry. She's 4-time undisputed in 3 different weight classes. Let me say that again. 4 times undisputed in 3 different weight classes. She said that she doesn't think that Gervonta Tate Davis will fight anybody at any time. I don't think that's an unfair assessment. Do I agree? I kind of agree. But I don't agree that he's scary. I just think that he's not interested in undisputed. So you got to understand when she followed up and said, hey, I want to fight everybody. She's proven that. And that she will fight anybody, even when she's done fighting. She said, I'm looking for ways to beat up on the girls that are talking trash outside of boxing. I believe her career is indicative of that. If you saw her movie, what's it called again? Something about fire. It was a good movie too. Shout out to the Fire Within or something like that. That's indicative of that as well. It's a testament to her story. So some people would be really about that life. And when they recognize that somebody else is not like them or has the same mentality, then it comes off as scary to them. I don't think that Gervonta Tate Davis doesn't want to fight Shakur or Lamont Roach or is fighting Jake Paul because he's scary. No, Jake Paul's a risk as well, whether you want to accept it or not. He's a bigger guy. Do I think he's as much of a risk as Shakur or Lamont? No, I don't. But he's still a risk. You know what I'm saying? You don't box if you're a risk averse. So I want to say that I don't think he's scary, but to her, it probably comes off that way. To Terrence Bud Crawford, who's also undisputed 3 times, the first male to do it in the 4 belt era 3 times. Of course, she was the first person to do it, period. You know what I'm saying? 1 time for the ladies. You feel me? I don't think that she's wrong for saying that. Because Tank clearly doesn't just want to fight anybody and everybody. He's more of a business person, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking it, but there's nothing wrong with her saying that either. You know, now when she says a scary part, that's where it comes like a little disrespectful, but that's just how we talk. You feel me? So Claressa Shields is not like it's somebody that's saying it, oh, and she's like tiptoeing and pussyfooting with her career. She's literally undisputed 4 times. You feel me? Shout out to Lone Star in the building, my brethren. What's good? So we got to understand who is saying these things. It'll be different if it was somebody who's tiptoeing around the opposition. Who has Claressa Shields not fought? She fought everybody from Savannah Marshall to Hannah Rankin. She went to UFC, or not UFC, but PFL and MMA to fight. So that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? So she literally has not ducked anybody. Now I know people are saying, oh, what about Shadeja Green? Even Layla Ali, she's been calling out who was talking trash about her. You see what I'm saying? Now, Shadeja Green, I don't want to hear about Shadeja Green. Shout out to Shadeja Green. I would love to see her and Claressa Shields fight. So don't get it twisted. I want to see that fight. But to say that, oh, you know, to use that against her, like, oh, she's not ready to fight Shadeja Green. She even talked about Shadeja Green on there, where she would fight her. Shadeja Green just got on the scene. You see what I'm saying? So that's not enough to say, oh, yeah, well, there's somebody there that's been a rival to her. Like Tank has Shakur Stevenson. You could argue he's been a rival to him, or Devin Haney, or Teofimo, or the plethora of other folks that have been, like, they're not fighting their contemporaries. I'm not just blaming Tank either. You know, so I disagree with her when she said that, you know, Shakur would fight anybody, but that's her people. I'm not saying he won't. You see what I'm saying? But he also hasn't really fought too many people that are considered his contemporaries either when it comes to Devin Haney, Teofimo, Tank, and others. You see what I'm saying? Just to be fair. But he is about trying to fight Teofimo, but everybody's been trying to fight Teofimo. Teofimo been trying to fight everybody, hasn't fought anybody of consequence yet. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's crazy that people are getting mad at Claressa Shields for saying that. Like, bro, that's her life. She's been living it. I think she will fight Shadeja Green, but technically speaking, her and Shadeja Green aren't even in the same division. It's so funny that we want Claressa Shields to certain people to go above and beyond to appease you. She's at heavyweight, bro. She just fought Lanny Daniels. That's at heavyweight. She fought Daniel Perkins. That's at heavyweight. She fought Joanisi, Vanessa Joanisi LePage. That's at heavyweight. So if anything, if you got to put the pressure on Shadasia Greaves to go up to Claressa Shields. Terrence Crawford wanted Canelo. Did Canelo come down to Terrence? Or did Terrence go up to Cinnamon? I'll wait. Okay, so, so I think that she is about that life, and I think she's been proving that. So if anybody could call out anybody not fighting everybody that is available, I think she has the right to do so. So, so whether you like Tank or not, I don't think that what she said was wrong. You know what I'm saying? You could disagree, but to say that, oh yeah, she's the B word and she's a hoe and she's stupid, like, what are you talking about, bro? This woman is undisputed, bro. She's literally practices what she preaches. Facts. It is what, so does Nadia in a way. He's undisputed. Usyk, undisputed. Terrence Crawford, undisputed. Dimitri Bivol, undisputed. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. Like, these people that talk all this trash, they wouldn't bust a grape in a food fight. You wouldn't even fight me. You wouldn't even fight me. You feel me? So that joke is crazy, man. So shout out to Claressa Shields. I think she's just speaking the truth. Do I like Gervonta Tank Davis? Absolutely. Gervonta Tank Davis is a beast. But I think that what she said was a fair assessment. I disagree that when it comes to Shakur, because technically speaking, if you want to say that Tank doesn't fight everybody, then you could also apply that to Shakur, who's her partner. You could say that, oh, Shakur didn't do everything he had to do to fight Devin Haney, or did everything he had to do to fight Gervonta Tank Davis in a timely fashion when on their schedule. I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying these are things that you can say. You know what I'm saying? We can have a conversation about that. You can have a conversation about Devin Haney not fighting this person or that person when the time was seemed appropriate. You could definitely have that conversation about Teofimo. So I think that you don't have to agree with everything she said, but as far as her perspective, what I'm saying, if you don't fight somebody that calls you out, which is what she literally does, then I mean, yeah, what's wrong with her saying? She done fought Hannah Rankin, Hannah Gabriels, Francois Cruz. We want her to fight. A lot of people that we talk about are calling her out that she hasn't fought. They're either 50,000 pounds lighter than her, like Alicia Bumgarner, Amanda Serrano, or she already fought him in Savannah Marshall and Francois Cruz. Right. Okay, then. So the people that we want her to fight, she already beat them, or they're 2,000 to 1,500 pounds lighter than her. Exactly. So the people that people talk about, oh, you didn't fight Alicia Bumgarner, AB. She's at heavyweight. AB's at freaking 140. We'll be asking for what Tank and Jake Paul's doing. 135, 140. What are we talking about? The other person we wanted to fight is Savannah Marshall. She already beat her. The other person we wanted to fight, Shadasia Green. They're not in the same weight class. She's at 168. Claressa Shields at heavyweight. The other person we wanted to fight is Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano can't even beat Katie Taylor. And she's coming back and fighting at 130 or something like that. So come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. What are we talking about, man? So if anybody can say that somebody is avoiding fights, it's her. I think she's qualified, well qualified, overqualified. You feel me? Claressa is dominating. Talk to him, Pat, my brother Pat in the building. Salutations, my brother. Everybody want her to lose just like Floyd. You feel me? So shout out to Claressa Shields, man. She's speaking her truth from her perspective, man. And your perspective's from the couch. You know what I'm talking about? You wouldn't bust a grape in a food fight. So if anybody can say what is it better that you say who people aren't fighting? Exactly. So that's her truth, man. And not to mention, yeah, I just think that Claressa Shields, whether you agree with her or not, is one thing to disagree with her. I agree with her partially. I think I agree with her more so than not, but I don't agree with every aspect. But we could agree to disagree. You see what I'm saying? Even what's my boy name? Gilly the Kid. He gave Gervonta Tank Davis love on the show, and Claressa Shields, she gave him some love, and she said he's very highly skilled, and she slightly disagreed that he's a dog, because I think that's what Gilly said, he's a dog. One of the guys he says is a dog. She slightly disagreed, but that's okay. They moved on. You know what I'm saying? People act like if you don't share the same perspective as them, like you're you're almost sacrilegious or you're committing treason or something. Man, you gotta relax, bro. Sit your goofy ass down on the internet and be antisocial, man. A lot of these people, their only effort of socialism is via Twitter or Instagram. That's why you talk so strongly and so disrespectfully on Twitter and social media, because you have no, I don't know. It's like you have no concept of real life interactions, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I get disrespectful too, but I mostly let somebody else initiate it, and then I come with it, because you already know I'm about that life. It don't bother me. I know that you goofballs gonna do that to me. So it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to Claressa Shields. Shout out to $1 million worth of game. Shout out to Papoose. I thought it was good, man. We're gonna talk about it later. I'm gonna accept calls, but I want to get through some of these things I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to move on to what I really want to talk about, which is the 154-pound division, man. I want to show you this nonsense that the Ring Magazine, let me pull it up real quick. Let me show you this nonsense the Ring Magazine pulled with their rankings, chat. Let me show you this. Oh my gosh, this junk is so terrible. In my personal opinion, you see what I'm saying? We got boxing with 2-4 in the building, my brother. Shout out to you, brethren. I'm gonna show this real quick, man. And a lot of people liked what I said. You see what I'm saying? Hey, follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already. But it ain't about the likes. I just get off my opinions, man. And my opinions, you know, I actually think about it a little bit. You feel me? I don't just say nonsense, you know. And then in addition to having my opinions, like I said, I don't just give my opinions and then duck. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's people that will give their opinions and give their critiques, but then I say, oh yeah, that list is trash, but then you don't ever hear them say their list. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I was talking about right here with Jalil Hackett. Shout out to Jalil Hackett, man. He saw the rankings and he said this is a popularity ranking of the 154. And like I said, I agree. I don't agree that he should be on there, but I'm saying that I do agree that it's a popularity ranking. You feel me? Because the Ring magazine came out and they said that the 154-pound division, super welterweight or junior middleweight, their rankings look like this. Number 1 is Vergil Ortiz. Number 2 is Sebastian Fundora. Number 3 is Israel Madrimov. Number 4 is Bakhram Murtazaliev. Number 5 is Eric Salubin. Number 6 is Xander Zayas. Number 7 is Boots Ennis. Number 8 is Brandon Adams. Number 9 is Jesus Ramos. Number 10 is Abass Baraou. And I'm going to tell you where I have my issue. My issue is all along this month. I ain't going to lie to you. I think that Vergil Ortiz being number 1 is not only a travesty, it's also disgusting. I think it sends a terrible message to boxing out there. Now, I know, like I said, I know the Ring magazine is not dependent on the sanctioning bodies. Of course not. In fact, they're opposite. They're trying to prioritize themselves as the only belt. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have their own rankings. They're not going to really always acknowledge the champions. However, I think it's bad to boxing. I think it sends a terrible message to boxing that belts don't matter. Belts absolutely matter. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you try to minimize them, the WBC, WBO, WBA, IBF, those belts do matter to the fighters. You see what I'm saying? In fact, when it comes to certain fighters not going the route of a belt, we call them ducks, right? Or them not defending the people against the people that we want in order to keep their belts, we call them ducks. So you can't have it both ways. So even if you don't like the belts like that, for you to completely discredit it, it's nonsense. How can a guy be number 1 in the division, and not only is he not a champ in the division, he has never been a champ in boxing, period? How is Vergil Ortiz ranked number 1? He's an interim champion in WBC. He has never been a champ at 154, never been a champ at 147, or any other ranking or weight class or catch weight that he's fought in. How is he ranked number 1? You have an IBF champion in Bakhram Murtazaliev not ranked number 1. WBO and Xander Zayas not ranked number 1. WBC and Sebastian Fundora not ranked number 1. WBA and Abass Baraou not ranked number 1. In fact, Abass Baraou is ranked number 10. I want to show y'all something real quick. This how thorough we are, Pat. I'm gonna show you how thorough we are, chat. This is why they love us. Look, check this out. Check this out, Pat. Check this out, Tufo. You remember this? I'm sure Tufo was there. This is last year, y'all. This is last year, y'all. I want to show y'all this real quick. This is last year, y'all. Now, look at this. This is our 154-pound rankings last year. Literally October of last year, 2024. We have Abass Baraou on there. Who else even heard of Abass Baraou? We ranked Abass Baraou. Now, I ranked him at C. I ranked him at C because at this point, he lost to Jack Colque. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, I had him ranked high, but I had him at this time. Charles Conway was still undefeated. You see what I'm saying? Eric Salubin doing the state. Sorry, Boachuk ain't lose to Brandon Adams again yet. I don't even think he fought Vergil Ortiz yet. He might have fought Vergil Ortiz. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? We were talking about Errol Spence coming back, Jamal Charlo coming back. We had Bakhram. Come on, man. We had Abass Baraou ranked number at the end. But how Abass Baraou is a WBA champion, and how does the Ring magazine still have him last? How does the Ring magazine have him in the same position that we had him last year? That's my point. How, bro? The man just beat Jonas Tellez. That don't mean nothing? Or I mean, I guess it means a little something, but it don't mean a lot. How they have him in the same position that we had him last year, Anubis? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Somebody tell me, bro. How they have him in the same position that we had him last year. And since last year, he done upset Jonas Tellez, and he done became a WBA champion. Bro, I tell you, we really do this, chat. We really do this, chat. But anyway, yeah, so shout out to Tufo, man. Tufo says Tim Tszyu and Abass can switch spots now. You feel me? Intern champ and the motherfucker back-to-back L's in front of a champ is crazy. Come on now. Israel Madrimov, back-to-back L's against Vergil Ortiz and Terrence Crawford. You feel me? Bro, it's disrespectful. And then it's like, bro, even if you don't value the belts, okay, Bakhram Murtazaliev is undefeated. And he beat Jack Koke. Jack Koke's been in the ring with guys like Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. He was also an interim champion and a regular belt champion. You feel me? And when he lost to Bakhram Murtazaliev, that was for a belt. The vacant belt. Vergil Ortiz has never even fought for a belt. Jack Koke has a split decision win over Abass Baraou, who is currently a WBA champion. So Vergil Ortiz is undefeated, but his win came over Israel Madrimov after Israel Madrimov lost to Terrence Crawford, and then and they say he was sick, but that's not Vergil Ortiz's fault. I like Vergil Ortiz, but to be number one over Bakhram and Sebastian Fundora is kind of crazy to me. To me personally, I would kind of put him behind Xander Zayas and Abass Baraou, but I could understand him being above Abass Baraou and Xander Zayas, two champions that we interviewed, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the stream, Boxer Talk family. One time, hold it down. You heard, man? Hold it down. You heard, man? You feel me? Shout out to the BTF, man. You know what I'm saying? We always hold it down, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. You feel me? But how, like, I understand him being over them because Abass Baraou, his best win is Jonas Tellis. But the crazy part is Jonas Tellis' best win, a win over Jonas Tellis, that would be a lot of people's best win. You know, Vergil Ortiz, I would say Israel Madrimov's a better win. You know, Serhiy Boachuk, that win doesn't age well because he just lost to Brandon Adams. Brandon Adams beat him twice. First time he stopped him. Second time he beat him convincingly. And you could argue that Serhiy Boachuk beat Vergil Ortiz because he dropped him twice. And you could argue that Michael Fox beat Serhiy Boachuk. Now, I think Serhiy Boachuk is good. I thought he beat Michael Fox, but I thought it was a close fight. Could have went either way. You feel me? I was cool with Vergil Ortiz beating Serhiy, but I think I scored it for Serhiy, you know, with the 2 knockdowns. I can't remember exactly what my scorecard was, but, you know, but anyway, that was a close fight. Could have went either way. I'm not mad at it, but what I'm saying is that how could Vergil Ortiz be ranked number 1? And you say it's off his opponents. No, you're saying it's off the popularity of his opponents because you heard of Serhiy Boachuk. You heard of Israel Madrimov. But then you be honest and you ask yourself who is Israel Madrimov beat is Magomed Kubanov. After that, you can't really name anybody else he fought. You only learned Madrimov because, why? Because the belts freaking matter. Because he was a champion and he fought Terrence Crawford. That's the reason why you heard of Madrimov. So when you tell me, oh, the belts don't matter when it comes to ring rankings, bitch, the only reason why you heard about Bakhram Murtazaliev and Israel Madrimov and Abass Baraou are because why? Anubis, tell me why. Tell me why, Albert. It's because they're belt holders. But then you also tell me that the belts don't matter. You hypocritical goofy. Bakhram never would have got an opportunity to fight Tim Tszyu if he wasn't the IBF champ. But belts don't matter. Israel Madrimov only got to fight Terrence Bud Crawford because he was a WBA champ. But belts don't matter. We're only talking about Abass Baraou versus Xander Zayas is because he upset Jonas Tellis for what? To get elevated to the WBA champion. But belts don't matter. You didn't know who Abass Baraou was until he won a title. But belts don't matter. Okay. Come on, bro. You can't have it both ways. Now you gotta pick a lane. It can't just conveniently matter when you wanna run with a narrative that this guy's better than this guy, but then when you have a preposterous ranking where Vergil Ortiz at number 1 above all the champions, oh, belts don't matter, sanctioned bodies don't matter. Fuck out of here, bro. You just a bum, and you don't stand on nothing. You feel me? If you don't stand for something, you go fall for anything, and I'm not going. Shout out to my brother Albert Bell in the building. I mean, Albert Bell, that's a fighter. Albert Rael. Shout out to my brother Albert Rael in the building. You feel me? He said when was the last time they even showed a Vergil Ortiz fight on TV? I never seen one fight. Nah. He fought Boachuk on his own, and he fought Israel Madrimov on the Riyadh joint, and he fought somebody else. Yeah. His fight against Frederick Lawson and Thomas Delorme was televised. I believe he headlined those joints. Now I think Maurice Hooker was televised as well. He been televised. I like him. Don't get into it. I like him. But we got to talk though. Bro, Vergil's number 1 because he connected to Come on now, Jamari Payne. Hold on now. My brother about to preach now. I need everybody to face forward in their pulpits. You know what I'm saying? We got Pastor Payne approaching the pew. Let's see what he says. Hold on. I ain't even read it. I could tell he preaching. Hold on. He said, bro, Vergil is number 1 because he connected to Turkey. Yeah. That Ring Magazine rankings are biased. Yeah. No way Vergil should be number 1. Yeah. In my opinion, he never been a champ. Yeah. Bro, it's not your opinion, bro. That's your fact. You know it because you pay attention to boxing. Now, we're not always going to agree. I'm not saying that Vergil Ortiz can't be ranked high, but number 1? That's disrespectful, bro. So ain't your opinion. That's the truth. You know why? You know why? Because when we talk about Tank, right? It's cool not to like Tank, right? We say, oh, Tank, he's not a real belt holder at 140 because he run a regular belt when he fought Mario Barrios. Well, Vergil Ortiz is an interim belt holder. That's almost comparable to a regular belt. It's not a full belt. So according to a lot of people's opinion, including Max Kellerman, he's not a real belt holder either. We don't value interim belts and regular belts, right? But I guess with his Vergil Ortiz and Manny Pacquiao, we do, or whoever we're trying to boost up, we do. You see what I'm saying? But these are my rankings. Hey, I'm gonna show my rankings right now. Boxing with Tufo, Pat Bandero, Ty, Albert, Jamari. You may not agree, and I welcome all the smoke because we don't duck no smoke around here. If I disagree with something, it's easy to say, oh yeah, well I disagree with this and this is trash. But no, I'm gonna give you my alternative, my opinion. You see what I'm saying? I don't run from accountability, man. Can't nobody whoop me. At least I don't feel that way. You feel me, whether it's truth or not. So I always give my critiques, and then I offer an alternative. You know what I'm saying? What I think is more appropriate. So here goes my rankings right here, man. I want y'all to critique me openly too and tell me what you agree or disagree with. Here they go right here.
Know your fucking place, trash.
And the reason why I play that is because I think the Ring Magazine rankings are trash. You know what I'm saying? So these are my rankings right here. I'm not fully sold on it yet, but this is what I think. You feel me? You feel me? And shout out to Jamari Payne in the building, man. This is what I feel. So I got number one. Ranked is my bad for this. I got number one ranked Bakhram Murtazaliev. You feel me? I got number two Sebastian Fundora. This is where I kind of show Vergil Ortiz, because like I said, I like Vergil Ortiz, but he's not a belt holder. Number one is Bakhram Murtazaliev, an undefeated IBF champ. What he did to Tim Tszyu was crazy. Now, I know Tim Tszyu already lost to Sebastian Fundora, but once again, Tim Tszyu went and fought Bakhram, not because he was a mandatory. He just lost his unification belts. He wanted to get back in the mix. And how did Tim Tszyu want to get back in the mix? Because he wanted to be a world title holder. Who had a world title? Bakhram Murtazaliev. Bakhram Murtazaliev beat Jack Kolke. Jack Kolke shared the ring with Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, Abass Baraou, who's the current WBA champion, and he's never been stopped before. You see what I'm saying? Bakhram Murtazaliev was the first person to stop him. And then when he beat Tim Tszyu, he was the first person to stop him, and he did it in awesome fashion. You see what I'm saying? So for me, if you want to talk about a two fight run, Jack Kolke and Tim Tszyu, that's a good 2-fight run. So shout out to Bakhram Murtazaliev. Me, I have him number one. That don't mean I'm saying he's the best. I think Boots, I've been watching some tape of Bakhram, man. Tim Tszyu was actually connecting on Bakhram. I would have Boots. I got Boots beating him. But when it comes to ranking, it's not just about who I think wins. It's what you accomplished and who you fought and what you've done in your performances while doing it, in my personal opinion. So I got Bakhram ranked number one. Number two, I have Sebastian Fundora. Yes, he just beat Tim Tszyu, but he beat him twice. And he snatched Tim Tszyu's unification belts, the WBC and the WBO, before he was stripped of the WBO. You feel me? I do put emphasis on the hardware. He did just beat Cordell Booker. He's about to fight Keith Thurman. He beat Tim Tszyu twice. And the second time he stopped him again. I think, the fact that he lost to Brian Mendoza and he got knocked out, you can argue he was winning that fight up until that point. But I just think that with him being the WBC belt holder and him apparently not, he's seeming like he's ducking no smoke. I got to give him number two right now. This is where I struggled with Vergil Ortiz at number three. I'm really fighting myself even right now to put him behind Abass Baraou and Xander Zayas. But right now, I do respect the fact that he's undefeated. I do respect the fact that he fought Israel Madrimov. I do respect the fact that he fought Serhiy Boachuk. But the Serhiy Boachuk, that win is not aging well. Like I said, not only did he lose to Brandon Adams, who a lot of people don't even rank, shame on them, but he got stopped by Brandon Adams, and then he lost convincingly to Brandon Adams by UD. And then, he lost to Vergil Ortiz, which is, we'll see how that grows. I think that's a good loss, but he did drop him. He performed well. But what I'm saying is, outside of those fights, Serhiy Boachuk is not really known like that. He did beat Brian Mendoza and lumped him up badly, but I think that, what I'm saying is that Vergil Ortiz, I think the Serhiy Boachuk win, it's not going to age too well. But I like Serhiy Boachuk. I'm rooting for him. But I'm not sure how much. I think we might be overrating Serhiy Boachuk just a tad bit. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but we'll see. Michael Fox, a lot of people thought Michael Fox won. So anyway, I have Vergil Ortiz number three. Number four, I have Abass Baraou. I struggled with this one. Shout out to Abass Baraou and Xander Zayas. I like them both. I think you could flip-flop these. I'm not too hell-bent on this. But I'm going with Abass Baraou because strictly from the fact that they're both new champions. Xander Zayas is a little, what they say, long in the tooth when you're old. He's a little short in the tooth because he's young, and he's a little green with experience. But, he beat Patrick Teixeira, good win. He beat Damian Sosa. He beat Jorge Garcia Perez, who just beat Charles Conwell. But I just feel like with Abass Baraou, when he upset Jonas Tellis, Jonas Tellis would be the best win on either one of their resumes. So if Xander Zayas beat Jonas Tellis, that'd be the best win for him. So that's why I'm going with Abass Baraou, slightly edging him. And then the fact that Abass Baraou beat Carlos Molina, who's, you know, a pretty accomplished fighter. Even though he was a little older on the tail end of his career, he still beat him. Carlos Molina been in the ring with Arizona Lara, Carlos Adames, stuff like that. So I go with the Abass Baraou, the Togolese German fighter. And then I got the Puerto Rican fighter who's the WBO champion, ranked at number 5. And then number 6, I have Erickson the Hammer Lubin, who will be fighting Vergil Ortiz. I think that's going to be a great fight. Number 7, it's crazy that I actually have Jerron Boots Ennis in the same position as the Ring Magazine at number 7. I can't really put him any higher than that, because that win was spectacular. And Weez Malima did have the IBO belt, but a lot of people don't recognize it. And Weez Malima, he's not really known. He was 14-1 going in. He had 1 loss by decision to Aaron McKenna, who's currently at 160. I just think number 7 is appropriate. Number 8, I have Israel Madrimov. Number 9, I don't really think I need to explain that. Number 9, I have Sergey Boachuk. Number 10, I have Josh Kelly. And shout out to my brother Pat Bandero. I saw what he put about Jesus Ramos. You see, I have Jesus Ramos here in the pool. I have Charles Conwell. I have Jonas Tellis. I have Tim Tszyu. I have Brandon Adams. I have Brian Mendoza. I think they can all be considered. But for me, I put Josh Kelly there because I would have put Jesus Ramos. If Jesus Ramos was at 154, I'd probably put him above Boots, to be honest. But because Jesus Ramos' next fight is at 160, I don't know what he's doing. I don't have Jermell Charlo here because he hasn't fully committed to 154 coming back yet. So I don't know where he's at. Brandon Adams, who's coming off of a loss to AK, what I call him, like Andre Krolenko from the NBA, AK-47, but Krzyzakis or something, who he lost. It was by decision, but, you know, Brandon Adams also lost to Jermall Charlo, which is not a bad loss, but he has like 4 losses, you know what I'm saying? So I have Josh Kelly there for number 10. But that's my list right there, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to smack that like button, like the Queen Shawala Ya has said as she came in. Shout out to Shawala Ya, big member in the building. 1 time for the other dope content creators, 2 times for the ladies. You feel me? Shout out to Shawala y'all go check her out, man. Dope content creator right there. Also check out my brother Boxer with 2-4, man. Dope person right there too. My brother, man, he actually boxes as well. Shout out to him. And shout out to Shawala y'all. That's my list, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Give me the critiques, and I love to hear them. You feel me? I love to hear them. But that's my list, man. I just think that the Ring Magazine having Vergil Ortiz, that's just straight off of popularity, bro. He cannot be number 1. We cannot water down the belts that much, because don't we want undisputed, chat? And like undisputed, you can't get undisputed, which is the ultimate achievement and accolade in boxing, right? You can only get it one way, and that's having all 4 belts. So that means if you don't have the IBF, you can't be undisputed. If you don't have the WBA, you can't be undisputed. If you don't have the WBC, the WBO, you cannot be undisputed. So if you water down the belts and the path to get there, then you're kind of essentially watering down undisputed. Now, the Ring Magazine, you usually have the Ring Magazine belt when you're undisputed, but it's not a requirement. You feel me? Case in point, Manny Pacquiao won the ring belt at 140 when he beat Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Rest in peace, the late great Ricky Hatton, one of my favorite fighters. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao, also one of my favorite fighters. But I keep telling people this, and that sometimes I feel like it lands on deaf ears. Manny Pacquiao is an 8 division champion. I call him that, cool. But a couple of those wins, a couple of those divisions are interim or regular belts. And it's an IBO belt, unless you want to recognize the ring belt, right? That's really like the people's champ, right? That's what it's more so synonymous with, right? They make their own rankings. And sometimes it's predicated off the lineal champion, the man that beats the man, but it's not always, right? As Jabataya. Anyway, when he beat Ricky Hatton at 140, Manny Pacquiao does not have the IBF belt. He does not have the WBC, WBA, or WBO. If you go and look at it, what did Ricky Hatton, what was on the line for Ricky Hatton when he fought Manny Pacquiao at 140? It was the IBO belt and the ring belt. Neither one of those get you undisputed. Yeah, which is the ultimate goal. You could say that Ring Magazine belt is the penultimate goal, maybe the second best if you want to say that. But the only belt that has a sanctioning body when he beat Ricky Hatton was the IBO. The same IBO that we say doesn't count when we're talking about Weez Malima. The same IBO that we give credit to when Dimitri Bivol was fighting Artur Beterbiev, he had 2 belts. He had the WBA on his left shoulder, and on his right shoulder, he had the IBO. Oh, but we don't care about the IBO when it comes to Weez Malima, because we don't know Weez Malima. But when it comes to Dimitri Bivol, and when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, the IBO is enough to be accompanied with the Ring Magazine belt. Go check it out. If you think I'm lying, go Google it. Google it. Google it, chat. At 140, Manny Pacquiao ain't win NAM belt. Not for the 4 major sanctioned bodies. He won the IBO. And he won the Ring Magazine belt. The Ring Magazine belt's not even available to everybody all the time. There's been a huge chunk of time when the Ring Magazine belt wasn't even available to people. So we can have a chunk of time period of 10 years where the Ring Magazine belt wasn't available. So all those champions that were in that period of time, throughout that duration where the Ring Magazine belt wasn't available, all those champions are illegitimate champions, right? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Go play with your mama, man. Go play with your kids. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me, man. But anyway, man, I'm about to open up the Discord, man. If anybody wants to call in, please let me know about my what you think about Claressa Shields. Comments on my boy Gervonta Tank Davis. Let me know what you think. I don't have a problem with it. Let me know what you think about anything. You want to let me know about the Ali Act being reversed, which I think is terrible as well. I think the fact that they passed that is really another shot at the integrity and the purity of the boxing, man. I think it lowers the sanctity of the sport by repealing or what's the word I'm looking for? Repealing it or gosh dang changing it. You see what I'm saying? I think revising it was what I was looking for. Revising the Ali Act, I think it's terrible, man. I think that I think it's going to put boxers in jeopardy of being taken more advantage of than they already are. You see what I'm saying? Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about my rankings. Also, too, I want to talk about Bakhram as well. I was watching Bakhram, some more fights of his. And man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I like Bakhram a lot. I would love to have him on the platform. I think he's, like I said, I think he's one of the best. I actually have him ranked #1. But I think Bakhram, man, I'm not going to say he's easy money because Boots gets hit, you know, Boots gets hit. But I would say he's pretty slick, right? He could take a pretty good punch. Weez Malima connected on a punch when he got dropped with that nice uppercut while he was switch hitting. Bakhram's a big puncher, but Bakhram gets hit a lot. And you watch with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu didn't really have a problem getting to him. It's just Bakhram's punches impacted Tim Tszyu a lot more than Tim Tszyu's punches impacted Bakhram. So I think the more I watch Bakhram, the more confident I am that Boots beats him. But you never know. You know, we still got to watch it. So but I think Bakhram matches up very well against Vergil Ortiz because like we saw, Vergil Ortiz definitely gets hit. He got dropped by he bullet tube twice. To me, it matters who gets there first. And I think Bakhram has a chance of getting there first. You know, his shots are accurate. Vergil Ortiz could go to the body and open that up, but I think, and I'm not knocking, like I said, I like Vergil, so I don't want to be down on Vergil. I'm not saying that he's ducking. I'm not saying he's ducking him. I'm not implying that he's ducking him, but I am implying that he's not excited or too enthused about fighting Bakhram, and I'm not buying the rehydration, the default implement the rehydration clause is implemented by default through the IBF. I don't care about that. If you can't make the weight, if you can't make 154, you can't abide by a 10-pound rehydration limit the morning of the fight, the next day, beating 164, then you need to move your fat ass up. I'm not hearing none of that stuff. I don't care about no rhabdomyolysis. Not that I don't care about somebody's health. Come on now, you know what I'm saying? I'm very compassionate as well. It's not that I lack compassion, but I'm not going for any type of self-inflicted, self-induced injuries. You know what I'm talking about? It's just like the people that, you know, it's like Deontay Wilder, one of my favorite fighters. I didn't care about him talking about the gosh dang costume that he had on, weighed extra 40 pounds and it made his legs weak. I don't care about that. That excuse is weak. You know what I'm saying? I like Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King of obesity. I thought his excuse about losing to Usyk because of they're trying to galvanize the Ukrainians because of the war going on over there. That's why he lost. That's a weak excuse as well. So as far as I like Vergil Ortiz, but I'm not trying to hear about no gosh dang rhabdo is what causes you to not be able to abide by the IBF rules, man. That's part of it, bro. You just know that Bakhram stands in front of you and you don't want that pressure. That's what it is. You said, not saying that you ducking him. I'm just saying you're not embracing them. You feel me? That's just my personal opinion. But I think Bakhram and Vergil Ortiz, I think that's a good fight. I'm leaning towards Bakhram. I'm thinking about the other. I think Sebastian Fundora and Bakhram. I'm leaning towards Bakhram over Fundora. I think stylistically, Bakhram will get to that chin or that head. You know what I'm talking about? I think Boots Ennis. I think Boots Ennis beats Bakhram stylistically speaking. I think Xander Zayas has the capacity to beat Bakhram, but I think right now, if they fought today, I would lean towards Bakhram for the experience. But I think if Xander Zayas gets like 1 or 2 fights before Bakhram, I would go with Xander. I think Xander has one of the biggest upsides and biggest ceilings at 154. The WBO champion, Xander Zayas, a Puerto Rican American. And then I got the Togolese German Abass Baraou versus Bakhram. I think that's a very good fight, man. I think that Abass Baraou's work rate could get to him, but I also think that Bakhram has an opportunity to tattoo that face up. You see what I'm saying? On his way trying to get in. So I think that's a very good fight. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on Abass Baraou and Murtazaliev. I say Xander. I'm leaning towards Bakhram. I still have to see Xander in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how Xander, I think he was going to react well and respond well when he's in trouble, but I've yet to see it. And I think that Bakhram could potentially get him in trouble. So I think, yeah, shout out to Bakhram, man. George Last Patriot in the building, my brother. So Claressa Shields has been talking about Tank for a minute now. To be fair, they asked her. To be fair, she was asked. I think Keith could beat him, just like I think Lubin could have too, Steph. Shout out to Steph. He says, I thought initially Keith should have fought Baki. Ooh, I like that. Easy comeback fight. You think that's an easy fight? Okay. Shout out to easy fight to make or easy fight to win. I don't know, man. I don't think Bakhram's easy for anybody. But like you said, yeah, the movement of Keith, right? Keith one time, if he could perform one more time, then yeah, I think he could beat him as well. Just like I think he could beat Sebastian, but I'm leaning towards Sebastian, and I would be leaning towards Bakhram as well. Yeah, man. So let's open it up the Discord if anybody wants to pull up. Come pull up, man, and let's talk about it, man. I love to talk about it with the chat. Anybody wants to join the call, or if you just want to give your opinions in the chat, that's fine too. Pat Badero says, number 1, I have Fundora, not mad at that. Number 2, Bakhram, not mad at that. Number 3 or 4, I have. Yeah, the same person for 3 or 4? Or are you saying, oh, number 3 or 4, you have Xander and Baraou. Okay, so 3 or 4 doesn't matter for you, Xander and Baraou. I'm with that. So ours is looking similar so far. 5, you have Vergil Ortiz, not mad at that. 6, you have Boots. 7, I have Madrimov. 8, you have Lubin, not mad at that. The Hammer. Number 9 and 10, you have Boachuk Adams, like a flip-flop. That's a fire list. I think that's fire. I think that's fire. You know what I think more importantly? That list is way better than the rings bullshit. I'll tell you that. I ain't mad at your list though, Doctor. It's hard. I appreciate it. But I like your list, man. I even argue. I think your list, I like my list, but I think your list is probably would be more acceptable to the masses. I think your list is, I say your list is probably more easily justified and defended than mine. But I you know what I'm saying? Yes, easy defense and movement. Ooh, punch and push. Ooh. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bakhram got that beard, literally and figuratively. I don't know. Again, initially, before Fundora Keith was announced. Okay. Adams over Serhi 2 times. Talk to him 2 times. 1 time, 2 times. Shout out to the Fugees. You know what I'm saying? Ooh la la la. Shout out to Laura Hill and the Fugees, man. Once again, rest in peace to D'Angelo, man. Rest in peace to D'Angelo and Angie Stone, man. And like I said, my sincerest condolences to their families. Like I said, they had children together, and you know, we all go through hard things. I'm not judging anybody's difficulty in their path and their process, but and their progress, what they have in front of them. But sometimes, you know, sometimes there's people out there struggling, man, for real. Like they have a, like I said, they have a child together. I don't know how much you're familiar with D'Angelo and Angie Stone, but outside of them being celebrities and artists, they're people, and they have a child together. And somebody lost. Not only did they lose their mother, Angie Stone, who passed away earlier this year, they just lost their father, who passed away this week, a couple days ago. Man, that's tough, man. They lost both their parents in the same year. Bumba clot. That's crazy, man. My sincerest condolences to the loved ones of D'Angelo and Angie Stone and everybody that fall, you know, all of our fallen soldiers. And yeah, rest in peace to them. Don't forget to smack that like button.
Me blood clot.
Prayers up for Michael Jr. That's his name. Thank you, Shawa. Yep, shout out to you. I knew you would know. Yeah, and before and easy. Woo! Baki still needs to improve and get more experience. I think Keith's athleticism provides trouble for Baki. Hey, I'm with you. I'm just team, like you call him Baki? Team Baki, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the anime though. No love to the anime. The anime trash. That anime's trash, man. Baki's trash, man.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Baki trash, man. I like Kengan Ashura though. I don't know if you're an anime dude, but I'm assuming since you called him Baki, Steph, you rock with anime. I don't rock with Baki, man. I like the idea of Baki, but they don't fight enough, man. They be doing too much talking and no punching. You know what I'm talking about? They be doing more talking than punching, man. I need to see some squabbles. You feel me? King and Ashura, they be squabbling. They be squabbling. D'Angelo, yeah, Pat, 51 or 52. I'm sure Shawa knows. Yeah, if he had a private battle with pancreatic cancer. So, you know, hey, man, be careful what you eat and consume. And, yeah, man, it seems like the pancreatic cancer numbers are going up. So, careful what you eat and what you consume and your habits and stuff like that. It's hard, you know, with all the processed foods and the accessibility to these convenient foods that are more convenient, you know, get fast food and stuff. So just be careful. Yeah, he is Baki. Hey, Bakhram will lay Keith out. Come on now, Tay. You feel me? I got Baki. Bop, pop, pop. Hit him with that boot pop. You feel me? Hit him with that boot pop, you know? Yeah, I got Baki winning that, man. I got Bakhram winning that, man. Shout out to Bakhram. But yeah, I'm not mad at anybody picking Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is a very decorated champion, you know what I'm saying? Did his thing. He only lost once, and that's the legendary Pacquiao. So shout out to Keith one time. He gonna need to do it one more time to fight Baki. I'll tell you that. Yeah, he is Baki. Yeah, man. But yeah, I think that yeah. So I'm gonna go back on Claressa Shields, man. Shout out to Pat Bandero. I just think like with with Claressa Shields, you know, I think that like I said, I don't think we have to agree with her. I don't think anybody has to, but I agree with her assessment on Gervonta. You know, that's what it looks like. Like I said, I disagree with the scary part. I don't think he's scared, but you know, I think it does mean something when you're not fighting these guys. You know, he's not fighting Shakur. Whether it's his fault, I'm not blaming Tank. I'm not blaming Shakur. I'm just saying whatever, by hook or by crook, they're not fighting. Tank and Dev is not fighting. I don't really care about why, but they're not fighting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's more obvious than others to point out who's at fault. You could say at some point in time, Shakur might be more at fault. At this point in time, Tank might be more at fault. This point in time, Devin may be more at fault. This point in time, Shakur might be more at fault. You feel me? The fact that these fights aren't happening. You see what I'm saying? So, from somebody like Claressa Shields, you got to understand she's been undisputed in 3 different divisions. She's done it 4 times. The first ever, you know what I'm saying? The 4-belt era. The first person to do it in the male side is Bud. But Claressa Shields, she's about that life. You know what I'm saying? She's cut from that cloth. So if anybody could make a critique like that, saying that she fights anybody and everybody, it's her. And so if you're somebody that has that mentality and also puts that into puts that into activity, you know what I'm saying, then I think that anybody that's not doing what she's doing, then it's easy for her to say, hey, you know what I'm saying, they not about that life like I am. So from their perspective, it's like she feels like Tank could be fighting more people to get rid of that stigma. She feels like it's directly in his hands. Like I said, I think Tank would fight Shakur and beat Shakur. I think Tank would fight Lamont Roach again and beat him. But, you know, he's fighting Jake Paul. That's what it is. You know, I understand why he's fighting Jake Paul, but I don't have to like it. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people look at that as like she even said in the thing. She said, hey, you better beat Jake Paul. And I'm kind of the same mindset. Like, bro, Tank, you better win. But at the same time, I know it's an exhibition. And some people think that it's going to be a real fight despite being called an exhibition. Some people think there's only called an exhibition, Jake versus Tank, in order to have it approved in Miami. That might be the case. But to be real, Tank is at a lot of disadvantages, right? Because he's fighting the cruiserweight. But the advantage where he has is the skill department. Of course, he's the one that's the legitimate fighter. So, you know, it is what it is. I understand the business side of it. It's a lucrative fight, so I get it. I don't have to like it. I don't really like exhibitions, whether it's Floyd in the exhibition or Tank in the exhibition or De La Hoya in the exhibition. I don't like it. Whether it's De La Hoya and Shaq, Floyd and Big Show, even though that's really wrestling. That wasn't really exhibition, but Floyd and Gotti, Junior, or Tank and Jake Paul. I don't like exhibitions. Sugar, yeah, man. Yep. Brown Sugar. He said, yeah, that show does suck. It's like One Punch Man meets Grand Teacher without access to history buff, so I like One Piece a ton. Well, I gotta check out One Piece. I never watched it. Yeah, man, I like it because like they got Mike Tyson in there, they have Ali. Like I watch it, I'll give stuff a chance before I make an assessment. I just like you said, it's just more talking. Like they'll have a big fight and they'll talk most of the time, and then they'll throw 2 punches and somebody wins and somebody loses. Like Kengan Ashura, if you like the idea of Baki, if you never heard of it, it's a Netflix anime. You may not like the animation, but they be punching. They be throwing hands in that, man. They be fighting for real. So I like the Kengan Ashura, but I gotta check out One Piece, man. I never watched One Piece. I might check it out one of these times. I'm more of a Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z. I didn't like GT, but I watched it for the sake of watching it. You know, Dragon Ball Super. What else I watched? Rurouni Kenshin, another one of my favorite animes. Like old school joints, man. I like I did like AOT, Attack on Titan. That's fire. Demon Slayer, it's all right. Not a big fan of Demon Slayer. I haven't finished it though, but Naruto, I didn't really care for Naruto. I did not. I think I got to like the second season. I don't know, but I ain't like that either. But yeah, man. So like I said, it's not really much news to talk about this week. There's a little bit, but yeah, man. You know, we're gonna keep doing our thing. Also, too, Nick Ball, man. Oh, Pat, I see you back there. I'm gonna pull you up, my brother. Pat Bandero pulled up. Shout out to you. Nick Ball is also fighting. Well, I don't remember who he's fighting, but it's more important who he's not fighting. He's not fighting Mirko Cuello. You know, Mirko Cuello is the interim champion for the WBA at 126. What the freak is going on there? How is he fighting somebody that's not the interim champion? It doesn't make sense. Like, why do we have an interim champion if he's not going to get a shot at the title next?
What?
It doesn't make sense. You feel me? Who is he fighting? Nick Ball's fighting Brandon Figueroa. I like that fight. I love that fight. That's a great fight. But Mirko Cuello is an interim title holder. Like, what is the WBA doing? It's always a WBA with a well, WBC be having nonsense too, but WBA be wilding, man. Don't forget to smack that like button. When President Gilberto Mendoza, like, look, they just ordered Kubrat Pulev to fight Moses Atama, and then that was yesterday, and then today Kubrat Pulev is fighting Murat Gassiev. So they might strip him, but who cares anyway? Because at the heavyweight division they have 3 champions. The real champion is Alexander Usyk. The interim champion is Fabio Worley, and then the freaking regular champion is Kubrat Pulev. What you need 3 champions for? It's nuts. It's nuts, bro. And then Fabio Worley, shout out to him. He's having a belt consolidation for the interim titles, but it's not a belt consolidation within his sanctioned body. It's a belt consolidation with the WBO interim champion and Joseph Parker. So it's just wild, man. So I don't get me wrong. When I say that I think belts matter, I'm not defending the fact that all the belts matter, or not saying that the sanctioned bodies do the right thing. In fact, I'm saying the opposite. They're the reasons why the belts, people's confidence in the belts are going down. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's diminishing, you know, is because it's their fault. But at the same time, I still think belts matter because, you know, it symbolizes that you're the best. That's what it does, man. It's like a trophy. I mean, all these things are trinkets, right? They don't matter when at the grand scheme of things, but it's supposed to represent the fact that you are the champ. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is by just one sanctioning body, that's what it means. You know, that's why we have unifications. And that's why I say that when you are a unified champion, you are by default better than the other champions. That's why I rank Zerto higher than Jai. Not saying Jai's won't beat Zerto, but Zerto is the one that's a WBA, WBO champion. Badu Jack is a WBC, and Jai has an IBF. And he also has the ring. So if you want to say IBF in the ring, that makes him higher. But to me, Jerome Boots Ennis was #1 at 147. I like Brian Norman a lot. I like Barrio Barrios a lot, you know. But when Jerome Boots Ennis separated himself, how did he do it? He did it by having his IBF title, then taking Stanionis's WBA title, and having the Ring Magazine belt. You see what I'm saying? So that makes you the best. That's why Bam Rodriguez is the best right now in his division of where's he at? Junior bantamweight, 115? Or yeah, because he took Fumuledi Cafu's, the South African WBO champion. He took his belt, and then now the American is aiming for the Argentine's belt, and Puma Martinez, his WB, what he got? He got the WBA belt. Yeah, so he's going for Puma's WBA belt. You know, and Bam has WB, what's he got? The WBO and the WBC. So yeah, man, that's what separates you. Even with Junto Nakatani, there was 4 champions in the 118 at the bantamweight division. All 4 of them, WBA, WBC, WBO, and IBF, were all undefeated. How do I know who's the best? I like Junto the best. I think he's the best, but I know he's the best now because he went and unified. Up until then, I said that they're all the same. But I just favor, my preference puts me towards Junto. And what I see him puts me towards Junto. But for me to absolutely say the best, I can't, because they're all undefeated and they're all champions. But when Junto went and fought the IBF champion, Ryosuke Nishida, his Japanese countryman, and took that belt, now he was a unified WBC and IBF champion and the Ring Magazine belt holder. He was the best. Definitively the best. But that's just my personal opinion on it. Like I said, I'm not saying that belts mean everything, but it's a combination of your accolades. It's a combination of the personnel that you fought. And it's a combination of your performance, of what you did. That's what makes up your resume. You feel me? So your record is just who you fought and how you did against them. Your resume, it's more about who you fought, when you fought them, how you did against them, and what you accomplished and the accolades that you achieved while doing so. So yeah, I'm sorry. I do factor in belts. You gosh dang right I do. People be just, you know what I'm saying? And the people that say they don't care about the belts until their favorite fighter or a guy that they like has a belt. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter that Tank is a WBA champion. Oh, okay. Yeah, but then somebody that you like, let Sam Noakes mess around and beat Abdullah Mason. I bet you the WBO belt's gonna mean everything. Yeah. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Nick Ball has a WBA belt just like Tank, right? Everybody says that Nick Ball is the only English champion because it means something. You see what I'm saying? He's the last hope for England, for the UK. Oh no, Lewis Crocker just won a belt, IBF 147. Where he from? He from like Ireland though, or something like that. I think he's Irish. Shout out to my brother Pat Bandero, man. My brother Pat in the building. What's good, brethren?
You can hear me, bro?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Hey,
Appreciate
man,
you
shout
pulling
out
up.
to you, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
grinding,
man.
You grinding hard. You grinding hard. I see you.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. I appreciate all the support, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just a membership, but even coming through on the videos and calling in on the panel, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Oh, for sure,
Thank you,
bro.
man.
For sure. We have to support our brothers. Hey,
Yes,
man.
sir.
This is difficult, bro, but yeah, shout out to you. Like, not many people are gonna put themselves in that fire, you know?
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it, bro.
I also 154 is difficult. It's difficult, but no one's like, no one's is like got the guts to actually give their, the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, shout out to you.
Man,
hey, bro, like with regards to the belt, man, belts matter, bro.
Come on,
no
now.
matter what they say, belts matter.
Come on now.
And I tell you just one example for me. We're all talking about Ryan Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
The day where he could get that belt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That day where you could have got that belt, what happened?
You know what happened.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why when people say that belt don't matter.
Come on now. They made the belt for him.
When you have the chance to get it, you don't get it. So don't come to me and tell me belts don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Rolly Romero, if he would have beat Rolly, oh man, belts would have mattered then. Come on, bro.
And Vergil is the same thing. Now, what's his name? I've seen what's his name. His coach.
Robert Garcia. Yep, Robert Garcia.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he come and say, we could have gone to the IBF, but we have to protect our fighter because of the 10. Okay, fair enough. Like, his health.
Yeah, sure.
No doubt. Number one, his health. But at the same time, he's still not a champion. So like,
come on now.
So belt does matter because the day when you can get a belt.
Come on now.
Well, you have to protect your fighter.
Come on. Thank you. Exactly. Come on now. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So like I know no one can come to me and tell me that belts don't matter.
Come on now.
Of course, like boxing is a sport and also a popularity competition. I do agree with that.
Yes, sir.
But for me, like that's my opinion. For me, it's a sports first. That's for me.
But may I ask you? Oh, my bad. Keep going. Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No, carry on. Go.
I was gonna ask you a question. Like, what other sport? And I know the nature of boxing is different, like you said. It's a popularity concert, stuff like that. But and plus you got more moving parts, right? You got your promotions, you got sanctioned bodies, you got different broadcast deals that stops you from fighting certain people. But what other sport? What like we don't care about the champions? Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, even with basketball, like, what are we doing in like? Do you watch basketball? I'm not sure. Like,
yeah, I do.
Okay, so you know that they're trying to implement the not trying, they have implemented the in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Even they're making other champions in different fashions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you have another thing it's not really indicative of being a champion, but being an all-star. That's an accomplishment. You see what I'm saying? Like that, like. And then was it like the NBA first team or the second team? Like these are accomplishments, bro. Like that go on your resume, if you will. So like I don't understand why we try to diminish the belts and stuff like that. Like even with the in-season, well, not the in-season, sorry, the bubble. Like if you don't like LeBron, then you're gonna say, oh well, he was the championship was in the bubble. Bitch, everybody played in the bubble. It wasn't like he had an advantage in the bubble.
And some people gave up.
Come on now.
From the bubble.
Come on now. So I'm not saying that it's not different, that you could talk about it, but to make it seem like, oh, it doesn't count. What you mean? People played. It wasn't like, oh, LeBron had an advantage because he was in the bubble, or the Lakers had an advantage over the Heat and Jimmy Butler or whoever else was in the bubble. Like, that's just the circumstances in which they had to compete. Sometimes you had a shortened season. And that doesn't mean that the people who won the shortened season or the lockout season that means that they're not a real title holder. Like, come on, bro. It's like we would see that if like you said with Ryan Garcia, the perfect example. If Ryan Garcia managed to have a belt, I guarantee you he'll be ranked. They'll talk about how much of a champion he is, how good he is. He'll fight anybody, man. Like, come on, bro. Stop it, dog.
No,
Stop it, man.
That disrespect the belt, man. That's disrespecting the actual sport.
Come on.
Just disrespecting the belt.
Come on.
Because when you think about it, right? Sports to me, right? Sports it goes with also competition.
Yes.
And also competition goes to like with the word champion. So like
come on,
all that are connected.
Come on.
So when it's a sport, you cannot say like the belt or the accomplishment don't matter. It's part of it. Now I understand there's like, you know, there's the popularity, there's like people, like a lot of people that you bring to the fight, promoters, like you know, followers and shit like that. I understand. But for me, I put always number one the sport, and that's the reason why when I've done the list, that's the reason why I put all these guys in front of Ortiz.
Come on now.
I put them in front of Ortiz.
And that's why I said I like your list. That's why I said your list is, I have to admit, I think your list is more justifiable than mine because I noticed that. And that's what I wanted to do. I went against my better judgment just to show Vergil some love, you know. But I'm with you on that, bro.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I was there. I was like, okay, Boots did only one fight at 154.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, right? Who Vergil Ortiz beat at 147?
Come on now. Come on now. Now we talking, bro.
That one wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, like Vergil Ortiz was the man at 147.
Thank you. Never had a belt either.
But Boots was the man at 147.
Imagine if Vergil, they're both American now. Let me say that. So ain't no judgment on that. Ain't no bias based on nationality. Both of them American. Imagine if Vergil Ortiz was a unified champion at 147 and the Ring Magazine champion at 147. Yeah. If he could manage to be ranked number one without a belt, imagine if he would have had been a unified and Ring Magazine belt holder at 147. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
And the worst thing is I like Vergil Ortiz. It's not like I dislike him.
Right.
But people makes people like me like be like mad at
yes
at his situation.
Yes.
And
yes.
And they're gonna think that we're hating on Ortiz. It's not like we're hating on Ortiz.
Right.
It's we're hating on the people that like, you know, hyping him like, you know.
Yeah, hyping him up. Right. Even like
good fighter.
Good fighter.
He's a good fighter who hasn't been a champion yet.
Come on now.
He's popular.
Come on now.
But at the same time, like even the names,
who, bro?
Madrimov, Bohachuk,
Bohachuk
got like you know, Bohachuk just got like, what's his name? He got packed up
by Brandon Adams. Yep.
By Adams. So in that case, Adams should be like, you know what I'm saying? So that's
come on now.
Right. So like, and I'm mad at Vergil Ortiz. I like Vergil Ortiz, but they need to pump the brake on this guy.
Come on now.
Until he get a belt.
Right.
Until he get a belt.
Right.
They need to pump the brake.
Right.
That's
all. And like, even if with your belt stuff, right? Even if like he's not even like he did fight Bakhram, like you said, and he's an interim champion. You don't think that? Now I don't know. This is me speculating right now. I don't know, but I find it hard to believe that if he wanted Fundora for real, they couldn't make that fight, bro. He's a WBC interim belt holder, and it's Mauricio Sulaiman. He loves having, you know what I'm saying? He's American, but he's Mexican American. Sulaiman loves to have his, you know, Mexican champions and stuff like that. Come on, bro.
They're hiding behind the IBF.
Come on now. Come on now.
That's what I got from what's his name? From
Robert Garcia. Come on now.
Yeah, he's hiding without the IBF 10 what's called a 10-pound
10-pound rehydration limit, and it's the morning of. It's not even like it's the fight though, Pat. It's the morning of, bro. The fights don't happen till night. You can't be 164. The night you can't go to sleep and wake up 10. Come on, bro. They weigh you in the night before, and then you can't chill till the morning up and then blow up until come on, bro, till the night of the fight.
In that case, why is he not 160 then?
Exactly.
Why is he not going 160 and straight away going for the, you know, try to get the to go for that smoke?
Right. Oh, don't worry, he's gonna go to 160. He's not fighting Boots. I don't think he's gonna fight Boots, bro. I really don't, bro.
I doubt it. You know, like so, the more I think about it, the more I think what's his name, Ortiz is tailor made for Boots.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like. He's a good fighter, but it's like,
yeah,
I feel like his style is
Yeah.
tailor made for Boots.
Yeah.
Because that I'm gonna give you my opinion, and people might disagree with me or not. But for me, the only way, right, to have like a good chance against Boots, you have to have great feet. That's one thing.
Agreed.
You have to have great feet. Second, you have to be like the type of fighter that don't get frustrated. Like you have to try to actually frustrate Boots more than
Aha.
just
I love that
frustrate
point.
people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to try to frustrate Boots.
Mm-hmm.
Vergil Ortiz is the type of fighter who gets frustrated himself. He showed that against
Mm.
Bohachuk. He showed
Come
that.
on now.
Literally showed it. Like, oh, I was like, this guy is like, you know. So first of all, his feet. Okay, he's got decent feet,
Yes.
but footwork. But it's not like it's not like the type of the guy who comes in pivot, like change angles.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't
Yep, he
walk
don't
because
pivot. Yep.
it's not like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he comes forward a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really how to say open for counter.
Mhm.
Boots is a master of countering.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like me looking at that fight, I agree with you. I don't think they're gonna take that risk.
I don't think so, bro. I mean,
Like,
I'm
maybe
Turkey.
one-
I mean, Big Turk. I will say this. I don't know if you saw this, Pat. I did watch an interview with Robert Garcia and Virgil's pops. They said that the bag was so enormous that they're gonna take that fight next or sometime next year. I mean, I believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it when they're both in the ring and that first brown bell goes ding. Until then, I'm not going. I'm not going, bro. So we'll see it.
First, and you might call me crazy,
Mhm.
but I'm giving a good chance to Lubin.
Me too. Crazy.
I'm giving
Yeah,
a really
right.
good chance to Lubin. Like,
Right, yeah. Bro, I think that fight is 50-50. For real.
it's up in the air.
Yeah.
It's up in the air.
Yeah. But I will say this too. I will say this
Yeah.
though. I respect the hell out of Lubin because I do think, and I understand people say he's ducking because he did win the title eliminator. But I do think he would have fought Bakhram. I just think that he went for Vergil because it's a more lucrative deal. It's Vergil Ortiz. Yeah. I don't see that as him being scared. But I will say this too, though.
And you know what, Doctor? I agree with you because he already showed that he's not scared of the smoke before.
Come on now. He
So,
fought
like,
Jermell Charlo. He fought Sebastian Fundora. He fought Jesus Ramos.
Exactly.
This is his third undefeated fighter in a row.
So it's not like he's gonna be all like today. I'm scared. No. Like,
Yep.
If you can tell this guy is genuine about the money. He's like,
Yep.
He's not as popular as these guys.
Mm-hmm.
He can get that bag. So I agree.
Yep.
Like if he had if the money was the same for Bakhram, he would have taken the Bakhram.
I think
fight
so
for sure.
too. Yeah, I think so too. He fights on. It's not like he's on like PBC or Matchroom or Top Rank. He's on Pro Box. No disrespect to Pro Box. Shout out to them. They doing their thing. But I'm just saying. I think he's probably. He's their biggest fighter, right? He's probably the biggest on the roster. Maybe Najee Lopez, who's gaining some momentum, but like you said, people don't really, unless you're a hardcore, you don't know Najee Lopez. So I would say, yeah, he's definitively probably their biggest boxer with Pro Box. So the Hammer Lubin, man, I think he can win against Vergil. I'm leaning towards Vergil. If I had to pick, you know what I'm saying? Someone, say I had to pick right now, I'll pick Vergil, but that's a good fight, bro. And I think, like I said, Erickson Hammer Lubin, whether he fights Vergil or Bakhram, this would be his third undefeated fighter in a row, bro. And if he turns around and fights Bakhram, that'll be his fourth undefeated fight in a row. He fought what? Jesus Ramos, undefeated at the time. Then he fought Ardreau Holmes, undefeated. And then now he's about to fight Vergil Ortiz, undefeated. So I got to give it. Fundora was that was before though.
Fundora was not popular at that time.
Right. Yeah, he did fight Fundora. Yeah, but that was before. I'm talking about consecutively. Yeah, but yeah, he fought Fundora and Jermell Charlo. Yeah, I mean Jermell Charlo did him dirty. Jermell Charlo got him out of there in the first go round, but he still he was in there with him.
Lubin is a dog. Like
Yeah,
he's the proper definition of a dog.
Yeah,
the proper definition of a dog, Lubin. So
yep.
But yeah, now like they need to pump the brake on Vergil.
Come on now.
And again, like I don't dislike Vergil, but they need to pump the brake on this guy, like until they fight Boots. And really, like I tell you what, because I don't see him winning against Boots, but even if he gives a really good fight to Boots, then we can say, okay, this guy, like he's really good. But he's far from there at this stage.
Come on
and
now.
Again, his run in 147 was not like the best run ever.
Come on, man. Who, like you said, Mean Machine, Kavalasquez, and who else? Maurice Hooker. That's a good win. Maurice Hooker's decent, but come on, bro. It ain't like he got people that are,
How can he be in front of That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I've problem to put him in front of Boots because
Come on.
Boots was the champion at 147. He was the man.
And the Ring magazine. That's
So
what we
like
care
he's
about, right?
coming
That's
to
the Ring
154.
magazine too.
Yeah. That's what I mean by the man that the Ring magazine.
Yep. No, yeah, I got you. I'll just emphasize for
their list.
everybody. Yeah, I'll just emphasize for everybody. Yep.
It's their list.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes at 154. Yeah, okay. We know Lima is not like he's not a class A fighter, but still,
Right.
you knock someone out in the first round, then popularity wise, bro. Like I don't know. For me, it's Boots. Popularity wise, now we're talking about.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Popularity wise, I have to put Boots in front of Vergil.
That's a good
I
point.
don't know why I would put Vergil in front of Boots popularity wise.
Come on now, you just sold out twice, right?
Boots is selling at his box office. You see Boots fighting his box office.
Come on now.
He might get hits. He does. I know that, but it's still you watch his fight. You're like, damn. It's exciting. He brings excitement. So like, I don't know, bro. Like they're wilding with Vergil. Like, yeah, I like him, but they need to pump the brake.
Come on now. That's a good point.
And I
Yeah.
was agree
Yeah.
with you, like that 126 division needs to make. They need to make some moves.
Bro. Come on, bro. What are we
Figueroa,
doing,
bro?
bro?
Come on.
And I like
Figueroa?
Brandon Figueroa. I like Figueroa, but he just had a freaking title. Well, he lost his title that I don't want to say given, but
And
it was to
this is his last
Fulton.
fight.
Yeah, Joey Gonzalez. That wasn't that good of a performance. You could argue he lost.
I think they gave it to him.
Facts. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think Joey Gonzalez won. And then now he's getting a title shot again. And the WBA title holder, Nick Ball, he has an interim title belt holder in Mirko Coelho, bro. The Argentine. What are we doing, man?
No, they need to make some move 126. Like this guy needs to the what's his name? El Divino.
Bro, don't get me started. Don't get me started with
He
him.
needs to do
Man.
something.
Don't get me started with him.
What's his name? The British guy. We see what he's doing.
Don't get me started with him.
Who's the guy? Leo? Is he Leo?
Angelo Leo has the IBF, yep.
I mean, so for me, at least someone needs to give this
Shushu.
guy deserve his shot now. I know he might lose or whatever, but Shushu deserves his shot now. at some
Now,
point.
I will say this, though. I'm going to be
Why?
honest, man.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
sure. I like Bruce Carrington. I'm not sure how much people are ducking him or maybe Top Rank. Because, like you said, Espinosa. Espinosa's with Top Rank as well. So that seems like that's the easiest fight to facilitate.
Yeah,
But that's not happening. Espinosa's about to fight Arnold Kagai, who's ranked number 9. I don't like that either. I think that's crazy. Like you said with Angelo Leo, I feel like Angelo Leo is the only one that's really holding it down because his last 2 fights at featherweight was one against Venado Lopez. We saw what he did. That's how he acquired the belt. And his next fight was the IBF mandatory in Tomoki Kameda. So I got to give him respect because he's not pussyfooting, But Arnold Kagai number 9, like come on, Espinosa. And I think Espinosa's the best. But that's crazy.
I'm mad at Leo.
Yeah, and then I'll say I got to give Fulton some love too because Fulton got the belt and now he's about to move up to 130, right, to fight Oshiki Foster for his WBC version of the belt. So those 2 guys, I give him a pass.
But yeah, Fulton, I'm fine. But at some point, like this is stuff also I like. This is annoys me, and I love Fulton. Like really, I really like this fighter. But how are you holding some? How are you going to fight to a higher thing when we know you're not going to come back? You actually said I cannot make the weight anymore.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing against Fulton because I really like the guy.
Yep.
But I'm talking about the sanctioned bodies now. They need to do
Right.
something.
Talk to him. Let me hit this chat real
Because
quick.
he
Go
actually
ahead. Go
said
ahead. My
himself,
fault.
I cannot make the weight anymore.
Right.
So it's not like I want to be the man in both divisions.
Right.
He said, I cannot make that weight anymore.
Exactly.
What does it mean then?
Exactly. Let me hit this chat real quick. Shout out to Steph. Hey Steph, you can hit that link and then join the voice channel, man. Waiting room. If you see waiting room under Dr. Boxer Talk. Shout out to my brother Boxer Talk up north, man. We call the big North around here, man. Check him out, man. Ryan Frazier, Boxer Talk up north in the building. Big member in the building, man. Dope channel, but more importantly, dope person, man. Go check him out right there. He says, salute. 126 is letting me down, especially Nick Ball. And that's how I rock with you because I know Nick Ball's your guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's letting me down. But I'm going to look at WBA, man. I ain't even going to blame Nick Ball. You feel me? Because I will say this. Brandon Figueroa versus Nick Ball is a good fight. I like it. But circumstantially, I don't know. Shout out to my brother Candy Slim. Big member in the building. He says, respectfully, always respectfully, man. Shout out to you. He said, how do y'all know the bag was bigger for Vergil? I don't. Speculation. Because I'm saying why I feel like I know is because where there's smoke, there's fire. The fact that Josh Kelly, I'm not. I'm not saying that Josh Kelly would fight him, but what I'm saying is that when I see a whole bunch of fighters not fighting the same person, I personally lean towards there's something wrong with that person and their management. Like even with Boots, as much as I like Boots, y'all hear me talk about Boots. I never, you never heard me say Mario Barrios was ducking Boots. You never heard me say Brian Norman was scared of Boots. You never heard me say Stanionis was scared of Boots because. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't think Boots, like, maybe one of them is pussy, but all three of them are pussy. Like, come on, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like Barrios, who's been in there with Pacquiao now, Tank and Thurman, he's scared. Brian Norman, you know, he wasn't really known, but, you know, I think that we're just assuming he's an easy target to say he's scared. But even Stanionis, you know, like, I can't say that all of them are scared. Maybe two of them might be scared, but all of them. So with Bakhram Murtazaliev, I don't think Lubin was scared. So I'm just assuming that the bag was bigger because Lubin, like we already talked about, been in there with Jermell Charlo. He's been in there with Jesus Ramos. He's been in there with Sebastian Fundora. I just think that, and he fought an eliminator. Who fights an eliminator if you don't want a title? You feel me? Like Lucas Body, 135. He just fought against Roger Gutierrez, right? You can't tell me that he doesn't want a chance at Tank. Do I think he beats Tank? Me personally, shout out to Lucas Body. He gave me an interview. Dope dude. I don't think he beats Tank. I don't think he's scared to fight Tank. I don't think you fight eliminators. You got to remember, too, a lot of these guys, their backing pays for their position in the sanctioned bodies as well. So I'm assuming that. I don't know that. You're right. But if you just look at it, like Vergil Ortiz has Golden Boy, ties with Turkey Al-Sheikh. You see what I'm saying? I just think it's safe to assume that Vergil Ortiz is bigger. He's the one that's headlined. Bakhram headlined once.
He said it himself, though.
Oh, Lubin did say it? He said it?
Well, Lubin said it.
Okay, there it is. There it is. Shout out to you.
I couldn't refuse that, you know, he said it.
Okay, shout out to you. I think he did. Yeah, I think I have seen that, him talking, because he talked about it on Pro Box quite a few times. Yep. Yeah, shout out to, yeah. So Lubin said it. So it seems like a narrative that a lot of people have been latching on to, but I have yet to see the proof. Turkey is known for catching people out. I will say it's okay to Slim. Another thing is, remember that Turkey said that he said that a lot of people don't want to fight Bakhram. And remember, Bakhram and Main Event Promotions, they came out and said that they signed their part of the deal to fight Vergil. But then like Pat already articulated so eloquently, may I add, that him and Robert Garcia are talking about looking out for the safety of their fighter by going the other directions besides the IBF route. So yeah, I think that's those guys ducking Bakhram. I think they're ducking, but I also think I think some are, but I think it's mostly his backing, bro. That's where I'm going. Like, shout out to Irony in the building. I think Vergil is. Because I will say this. I'm not going to say he's ducking, but yeah, I think he's ducking Bakhram. I'm not going to say, yeah, because I'd be lying, bro. I ain't no liar, bro. I think he's ducking him because if it wasn't Bakhram, bro, come on now, Pat. Like, if it wasn't Bakhram, bro, like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, it was Tim Tszyu. No disrespect to Tim Tszyu, but let's say he was an IBF title holder. I think Vergil goes for him. Let's say
that's what I mean.
Come on, man.
They know
come on.
Style.
Come on, bro.
They know that, like, they know what they can do with who. So that's why I know, like, for me, it's obvious that it's even his coach. He knows that matchup is difficult.
Right.
It's a very difficult matchup.
Gold member was good.
For me, they're more time with Bakhram and Team because of their style.
Exactly. Absolutely.
It's a style like. It's difficult if you don't have like a great footwork.
Come on now, muy difícil. Muy difícil. You feel me? Come on, man.
Yeah, but I also, like, before I go, I also wanted to, you know, I'm glad you put these guys in the pool because I don't like to fight to throw fighters away after one loss.
Come on, thank you, bro.
Like, what's his name?
Tim Tszyu?
Conwell.
Oh, Charles Conwell. Come on now. I got Jonas Tellis in there too. Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he lost against Garcia, but you could see it's a style.
Yep.
He got like there's one of them that's really good, and you can tell he got frustrated during that fight.
Yep.
So like you can see if he managed to fix some of the stuff, you know, in the lab. I still think like Conwell will be a threat when he comes back. Now,
I agree too.
What I want to
if he could come back, he on Golden Boy. I don't know. They might put him in hiding, boy.
Yeah.
As if he gets a chance to come back. They might let him come back against Bakhram. Oh Lord. Get packed up.
But I want to add on this though. That's why I want to give a props to Xander.
Yes, sir.
Because they put like Garcia is nothing.
Come on now.
Okay. Okay, it wasn't a name,
Yep.
but first of all, he beat Conwell, who's not
Yep.
like Conwell was a name.
Yep.
I'm
I
sorry, man.
agree.
For
I
people that
agree.
knows boxing,
I
he was a
agree.
name,
I agree. Still
and
is. To your point,
that's
still is. Should be. He still
that
should be.
shows exactly. That's what I want to say. Like
Mm-hmm.
one loss, you still have like to give some give him some time, but it showed how Xander is good because the dude Garcia is awkward, and you can tell that Xander managed to adjust during the fight, and that's why I really give
Mm.
props to fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Fighters that can adjust during the fight. That's that's uh, that's key to me,
Mm.
and I'm saying that because you can see a lot of fighters they're really good, but like if the plan goes wrong,
Yep.
it's a bad night for them. Like the night is over, or like they're really really bad.
Yep.
And sometimes they get they manage to get the robbery or whatever.
Exactly.
Vergil.
Hey,
But
hey, come
anyway,
on now. Come on now.
but that's why I want to give the props to Xander because someone who can adjust during the fight, it will give trouble to a lot of people. So and he's young. Xander is really young, so I don't want to put him as a
Right. Right.
but that shows to me that this guy is gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I agree, man.
So like people that say, "Hey, who he beat Garcia and stuff like that." No, no. Garcia beat this guy that a lot of people was thinking he's one of the
Right. And Patrick Teixeira, he was on the tail end of his career, but he's also been in there in title fights. You know who he beat? Damian Sosa was a guy that was pulling some he was getting some traction on Pro Box. Xander beat. So it might not be, like you said, it may not be known guys, but even Bakhram and I can't remember their names right now, but I remember when I was talking to him, I noticed that he brought it up too. Him and Bakhram have like two opponents in common. That was not always saying a lot, but he's still he's not.
No, you have to. That's what I'm saying. So we come back to what we said in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
A champion, he doesn't become champion by luck.
Come
Yeah,
on
he
now.
can have like he can be like in a good situation. I agree. I would say Rolly was in a good situation.
Yes, sir.
He took advantage of it.
Yes, sir.
But people are in good situation. Ryan was in a good situation.
Facts.
Because it's not like he's been like dominating the the 140 or whatever. So 147 was it 147?
Yeah.
So I think Ryan's been put in a good situation. He didn't take advantage of it.
Fumble the
So
bag.
you have to put some respect on names and the champions, bro. It's not
Fumble
easy.
the bag.
It's
Yes,
not easy.
sir. Yeah, exactly. It's not at
Yeah,
all, man. But yeah, let me go ahead and get to these other callers, man. I have
Yeah,
some in the
that's what I
back,
was
man. I
saying, my
appreciate you
brother.
pulling up, though, Pat, man.
I
Hey.
keep listening.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Salute.
Appreciate you.
Already. Yes, sir. We got my brother Steph joining us, man. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Steph in the building.
What's up, bud? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I was
Love
trying to
hear
figure
it.
this out, man. This is pretty cool. Though. I like it.
I appreciate it,
official.
man. Glad you got to it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. What y'all talking about?
Man, whatever you want to talk about, man. We were talking about Claressa Shields' opinion on the Tank situation, about him not necessarily embracing all challengers. We were talking about Bakhram Murtazaliev, his status as the quote-unquote boogeyman. We talked about the 154 shitty-ass rankings, in my personal opinion, that the Ring magazine has. So wherever you want to go, man. We talked about Shiraz potentially fighting Callum Simpson. I think that's a good fight. That's not going to happen. But yeah, man, whatever you want to talk about, man.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm just here at work on my lunch.
No, you good, bro.
Yeah, I came in when you were talking about Bakhram Murtazaliev. Yeah, I guess I don't have too big of an issue with him being quote unquote the boogeyman. But I mean, gosh, he hasn't fought in what seems like a year now.
Yeah, literally, you're right. Last October was Tim Tszyu, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's a year.
Wow, okay, so that's a year.
Yep.
And I understand that he's with Main Event.
Yep,
right?
Main Event Promotions.
Promotion?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then I've heard some rumblings all year with him being aligned with this guy, him being aligned with that guy.
Yep.
And things just haven't been able to work out.
Yep.
But something else was brought to my attention this past week or this week. Just kind of given how the boxing landscape is happening as far as viewership is
concerned,
in close and taken in. You got to think with all the moving parts and then the actual what am I trying to say? The platforms that present this, those avenues seem to be growing tight. And of course, everybody wants to be on television.
Right.
Now it's kind of just a wild west of people picking their spots. Some of us call them cherry picks.
Yep.
But some of us call them staying busy.
Yep.
And some of them just call it being lazy. So I don't really know what to make of it when it comes to Bakhram.
That's a good point.
You saw me there early in the chat. I early on, when Keith Thurman had beat up.
Was it Brock Jarvis? His last fight? No, you're good.
Yeah, when he beat up that guy. Shortly before that situation, I was like, right after that, I was thinking maybe Keith can get in there with Bakhram.
Hey,
he's having a struggle trying to find some people.
Hey,
Keith's still trying to make a name for himself at 54.
Yep.
I mean, I know he's with Main Events, but obviously they don't have a problem with him being on
PBC.
Yep. Of this podcast, but just platform.
Yep. And Amazon and stuff like that. Yep, that's a good point.
I like Bakhram as a fighter. I still think Keith can do something. I don't think he's peak Keith.
Hey,
but he still has enough athleticism to get in there and rock and sock him with a guy like Baki.
Yep.
And they're similar in size. So that's what I thought. But obviously that didn't happen. And then moving forward, you have these rankings. Yeah, I did see that when they got released earlier in the week. I think, if you're aligned with Matchroom or Golden Boy and or Turkey.
Yep.
Or has fought on his Riyadh season cards,
especially Turkey,
and recent past there, I think you're gonna get a nod. Even with the guys who don't have a big name, such as a Brandon Adams, I was a little shocked at his ranking, but I would place him at like 4, maybe 5. I get why everyone else is
okay. Yeah, I like it though. I like the fact that they included him. You know what I'm saying? His inclusion was actually made me smile. That was good. I gotta give him love for that.
Well, they had to, given that he beat Bochuk twice.
One stoppage.
Yeah, and Bochuk is aligned with him. So, I thought that was nice.
Yep.
Vergil,
number 1, bro.
Yeah. I think what is that? Fan favorite, maybe? Obviously, in line with Golden Boy and Turkey.
Yep.
But his last fights, even though they're interim, they're championship fights. So I could kind of see that.
Okay.
I think overall, the guy to beat is Fundora.
I like that. Yeah.
I think we spoke about this last time I came on. I think he's got the most experience. I do like his resume. I like what he's presenting as of late. And he's got about 3 big names on his resume.
Absolutely.
And he's been unified once.
Come on now. And he's the first. And that was Tim Tszયુ's first loss, right? Was Fundora.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And like you said, for the unified title, WBO and WBC,
Shout out to Jamel.
Yeah.
I saw that he was had an asterisk on his name, basically still the undisputed champion, or maybe that was someone else's list. Kind of going back to what I said earlier, I just think there's just such an influx of evolution and change, given where these platforms are going.
Right.
The game has moved on from fighters like Jamel Charlo.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I've been saying that for at least a year now.
He's struggling,
and
to get
mainly
back.
because I've just seen the newer guard of fighters coming up, and I've graduated to a point in my fandom where I'm just like, even though I have favorites in the game, I'm just like, get the smoke, man.
Yeah, man. See these fights, bro. I'm with you.
That nigga move, like get out of the way.
You feel me?
Please move.
Right.
Like I have nothing. No disrespect.
Nah, ain't no disrespect. Nah, I'm with you on that. But let me go ahead and hit this one last point, and I'm gonna get to irony in the back.
Yeah. And there's something else you mentioned there. I was gonna say something about Tank, but I mean, not to say that I don't have anything to posit about Tank, but Tank hasn't given boxing fans like me what I've wanted for him in quite a long time. And then what he has been giving me is a bunch of drama and controversy and selfishness,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, when a situation turns over that leaf like that, I look at that as real life, and I can relate to that. So I'm just like, hey man, old boy's going through something. I'll
Okay.
let him do his thing, and if he ever returns to promise, yeah, man, I'll root you and
Shout out
rope
to
you
you.
and go from there.
Shout out to you, man. That's a
So
very
yeah,
level-headed way to look at it, man. I understand that
but
Tank is one of my favorite fighters, but I understand the frustration, man.
right,
I understand the
right.
frustration, man. So I don't really give any pushback on that. For
I
real.
feel it, man, and I feel his show.
Mm-hmm.
Keep doctoring, doing your
Man,
thing,
thank
and
you,
I'm gonna
brother. I
get back in the
appreciate it.
chat, B.
Man, thank you, man. I
Salute.
appreciate you, bro. Salute to you
Mhm.
as well, man. Shout out to my brother Steph in the building, man. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I appreciate you. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull up Irony next. Let me go grab my food. My food just came here. That's why I was looking out the window. They delivered my food. So I'll be right back, chat. Then we're gonna get to Irony. And they're probably gonna wrap it up. So I'll be right back. We'll run this ad on y'all real quick. Appreciate Steph. Appreciate Pat for pulling up, man. I'm gonna run this ad. I'm gonna go grab my food.
Yo, Doc here from your favorite boxing channel, Dr. Boxing Talk. And I want to officially welcome you as a member to the Boxing Talk family, aka BTF. So I want to thank you. Your support is greatly appreciated, and this channel is nothing without you. So what do you get? Well, there's a multitude of perks that you get access to, like special member shoutouts when you enter the chat, and some other additional alerts. Not to mention these fire emojis. Get access to emojis like the WOAT, the GOAT, the face of boxing, the legend, the Ayo, and the no diddy. Not to mention, the GTD chain. You got to bring them out, and it wouldn't be the same if we forgot about these biscuits. And so many more. Not to mention, if you subscribe to some of the highest tier levels, you get to do things like pick the topic of discussion, and you get to have your very own emote. Yes, your ugly mug will be featured on the channel by yours truly. It's just another way for me to give back to my most loyal supporters. And of course, there's even more additional perks than that. But most importantly, you'll get the satisfaction of knowing you're a key, essential, imperative part to keep us going and growing. We get the hustle off the muscle. So it's important that we rock together, And remember, God is good all the time, and God is good. And you know that we prioritize facts over feelings, so that's why you rock with us. So big salute from Dr. Boxing Talk, and yeah, can't wait to see you in the next
Yes,
stream.
sir, we
Thank
back.
you for the support.
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. If I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Shout out to my brother Steph, man. He has some good points said about Tank, man. Like I said, he showed a lot of patience, man, with Tank. As like I said, Tank's one of my favorite fighters, but I understand the frustration. Like, I'm a boxing fan. I do not like Tank versus Jake because I'm not an exhibition fan. I'm a boxing fan. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I don't have an issue with what Claressa Shields said. This is coming from somebody who is undisputed not once, not twice, but 3 times. Not 3 times, 4 times in 3 different divisions. So she really be about that life in any division that she's in. She goes for the smoke. She already talked about trying to go back down, contemplating about going back down to fight Shadeja Green at 168. So we'll see how that goes, man. So with Steph, as much as I'm a Tank fan, I'm a boxing fan first. So I'd rather Tank pursue the rematch, prioritize the rematch with Lamont Roach, fight Shakur Stevenson or any other one of his contemporaries, man. That's what I approve of. That's what I desire. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just me, though. But shout out to Steph, man. I appreciate that, man, because I love when people feel like they can say your opinions don't have to align with mine. And because a lot of times I actually agree with you. You're coming from a boxing perspective, That's just me, though. Don't forget to smack that like button. We're about to bring in Irony right now. Let him get his 3 minutes to get off. Shout out to my brother Irony, man. Pugilism in the building. What it do, brethren? We have Cito in the building. What's good? Shout out to my brother Irony in the building, man. Y'all check out my brother. Let me give my brother a proper introduction, man. We got B-Dog in the building. Shout out to my brother Define Irony, man, a.k.a. Irony Boxing, man. He just dropped his channel. It's about, 2 weeks old now, man. He's been doing his thing. I pop it when I can, mostly at night. My brethren from Puerto Rico, man's in the building. Irony Boxing. Y'all check out his channel, please. You will not regret it, man. Dope channel, but more importantly, dope person, man. How you doing, brother? Shout out to Irony.
Appreciate you, man. God
You already
bless
know.
bro.
God bless you as
Appreciate
well, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm pissed off over the Mirko Puello thing.
Oh, talk to me, bro. I love this topic. At 126, Mirko Puello, the WBA interim champion, man. Y'all check him out.
Man, listen. I just think that's the right thing to do. It's all flags aside, all whatever aside. Like Brandon Figueroa, bro, didn't you just get your ass whooped? by Fulton. Just saying. You
Yep.
know. I mean, yeah, you quote unquote beat Joet Gonzalez. I'm not so sure about that, but whatever. Um, I mean, I just think that first of all, it's probably gonna be a good fight. Okay, like don't get me wrong, like it's probably gonna be a rock and talking fight because none of them really box, So
Right.
it is gonna be interesting, but I don't know, man. Nick Ball is, I guess, holding on to that belt for dear life.
Yep.
Um, Ryan is probably not gonna like it, but it is what it is. Um, Ryan Frazier, that is,
Yeah, I
the
know.
number one Nick Ball fan in the world.
Uh-huh.
But what else? Oh man, something else was I forgot what it is. Like recent news. You made a video of it and everything.
Most of the time and Kubrat Pulev.
Yes. Yes.
Before we get to that though, I want to say and irony, Ryan Fraser said he doesn't like it either though. As much as he likes Nick Ball, that's why he's a real. He said he doesn't like the fact. He said he don't know what he's doing. I'll tell you what he's doing. Whatever the WBA allows, man. It's the WBA's fight. Bro, I'm not a big Nick Ball fan, but I blame WBA, bro. If you have an interim title holder and you're not giving him a chance and you're skipping him, that's the sanctioned body's fault.
That's true.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got if it's Nick Ball, then strip him. So I'm gonna assume that it's not Nick Ball, and it's just that you are picking Brandon Figueroa for whatever reason. You're prioritizing him over the Argentine contender or interim belt holder, Marco Cuello. Go ahead, Irony, my bad.
Now I actually appreciate that because I actually. So let's do a little devil's advocate here. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because they think that Figueroa and Ball will like sell more, or they think that Figueroa's a more favorable matchup maybe for Ball?
I literally have no clue. Like, I will say this, and they say the acronyms like WBO is what Bob orders, WBA is what benefits Al. So maybe and Brandon Figueroa, this is a WBA. Brandon Figueroa is a PBC fighter. Maybe this is maybe Al looked out for him. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to put that on PBC, but I'm just saying that's a possibility. I already explored the possibility of maybe Mirko Cuello was hurt. I didn't see anything about him being injured. His last fight, didn't he stop the guy in like 2 rounds?
Yeah, Sergio Rios and
Sergio.
He had people, guys in the chat and everybody, go check out his fight with Christian Olivo. That was a hell of a fight, guys. Real.
I think he stopped him in what the 10th and final round in that fight, right?
Yeah, but he suffered a knockdown.
A knockdown, yeah, that was a good fight.
Man,
and he just ran through Sergio Jimenez, the guy he just beat in 2 rounds. His last fight, that guy was undefeated Mexican contender. So I have no clue. It's not like he's not exciting. It's not like he's not getting stoppages. I don't know. I have no clue, bro. Maybe like you said, maybe he's too dangerous but Brandon Figueroa, like I said, I think Brandon Figueroa is a good fight. I agree with you. So it's not like he's not dangerous. So I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get it, bro. I don't know.
At least he's not fighting TJ Doheny again.
Right, right. He's finally fighting a bona fide featherweight. So I gotta give him. I give him that.
Exactly. So I mean, I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, what could be? I think it's more on the side of the PBC, what you said, but
yeah, it could be. Yeah, I don't know. That's just me speculating. I don't know.
Yeah, me too. It sucks, man. But first of all, Kubrat Pulev is still around, bro. I didn't even know that.
Yep, 44 years old, regular champion, WBA.
Oh, for God's sakes, man!
You see the theme? WBA, all the problems. WBA.
Yeah. There's a common denominator here.
Come on now.
I mean, my
bad. I don't know if you know this, Irony. Sorry to interrupt you. Not only is he a regular champion, but they also have a super champion, which obviously Usyk. Then they also have an interim champion in Fabio Wardley. So they have 3 champions at WBA for heavyweight.
Fabio Wardley? Seriously?
Yep, he's the interim champion.
Oh man, I didn't even know that, bro. I don't even know what to say, man. Like, is this the WWE now, or
I'm saying.
Yeah, I just double checked it. Holy shit, man.
Yep.
And I mean, I don't. they're gonna. I think they're gonna end up messing Moses Thomas' career. To be honest with you, because
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like you putting. He's what, 20?
Yep.
Like, granted, he's showing all the right stuff, right, in the
Mm-hmm.
ring, but
Mm-hmm.
come on, bro. There's no need from my eyes. There's no need to just space shuttle this guy all the way to the top.
Right.
Whereas you can get his ass, you're gonna get his ass handed to him by Caballel or
Come on now.
Parker or someone like that, man.
Oh, so there has been an update too. I put it on the comment. I updated on the video. Kubrat Pulev is no longer fighting Moses Atama, despite the order. He's going to fight Murat Gassiev. Guy.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who
So
that is.
yeah. Okay. So Gassiev. Yeah. So Gassiev. So that fight has been announced for December 13th. So we'll see. Maybe the WBA will strip the regular champion because they still have the interim champion and the super champion, and so they might strip him. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah.
They got the super champion and they got the mini champion as well. And
Yep.
they
Yeah.
got,
Exactly. Yeah. They got all types of champions, man. Shout out to the WBA president Gilberto Mendoza.
Don't they have an intercontinental champion as well? No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. WBA does intercontinental belt, so yeah, they probably do. I don't know who it is, but I'm sure they got him. I'm sure they got him.
Are you interested in the Danny Garcia fight?
I'm gonna watch it because there's not much on this week, but nah, I'm not interested. To be honest, I am interested in who's on that undercard? Is it Speedy Rashidi versus Javier Fortuna? Is that on that card?
Maybe, but I know that it's Nahir Albright versus
Nahir Albright, Richard Comey. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Nahir Albright versus Richard Comey, and then I'm not really a big fan of Gabriel Rosado. Who? Chris Colbert. Yep, he's on there too. Yep.
No, I'm not a big fan of Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado, isn't that Ty's favorite fighter?
Yeah, facts. Facts. He's fighting Alexander Vaughn or Vaughn Alexander. I always mess up his name because he has two first names. Vaughn Alexander. Yeah, I always mess up his name, but that's who Gabriel Rosado's fighting. So it's something to do, man. I'm glad there's boxing on, but I'm not really interested because, I mean, no disrespect to the two Dannys, but if Danny Garcia wins, he said this is his farewell. If Danny Gonzalez wins, what's next for him? Like, I mean, I don't know. Not much, but I'm definitely gonna watch it, right? Mm-hmm.
I'll probably watch it, but I'm not so sure because I mean I like me some Swift Garcia. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah, me too. I like Hall of Famer.
But it's like, yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I mean, I have to think about it, but just the Lucas Matisse win alone to
me
is, worth noting, man.
Lucas Matisse was doing his thing too. Oh, hey, Boxer Talk up north, man. Big North says the Kami fight is canceled. Oh Lord, well, there it goes.
Oh shit.
Damn, that sucks, again, man. So to hear Albright doesn't have a fight. Dang, that's tough.
And I'm sick of this freaking, first Fundora, now the co-main of I assume it's still happening, right?
Yeah.
It's not like okay.
Yeah, it's still happening. All right,
man,
I'm with you on
listen,
that.
I need you to help me out here with the boxing gods and just go ahead and please no more, especially November.
I'm telling you, bro.
Because Artur Beterbiev already canceled his fight, which I don't mind. I don't mind because I didn't really want to see, fighting. What was it, Dion Nicholson?
Dion Nicholson. Yep. Exactly.
No disrespect, but there's only one fight that I want to see Beterbiev in, and you know what that is.
Yes, sir. Dimitri Bivol. Yes, sir. Or Benavidez.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Benavidez, but the one that
Bivol,
I want
is, me too.
If you give me a choice, I can only see one. Either the trilogy or Beterbiev Benavidez. Give me the trilogy.
I'm with you on that 1,000%. I need that trilogy, man.
But please don't mess the other fights. No, not the Abdullah fight, not the Bam fight, not the Norman fight, and the
man.
Please.
And people are playing around too. There was a rumor. Thank God it was just a rumor that Haney and Norman was off. Just somebody being funny, I guess.
Shit.
Yeah, this happened. I saw it yesterday. I don't know when it came out. He said Amir Khan. Yeah, Amir Khan is good for Danny. Who else? I know he lost to Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Those were good fights.
Those were good fights.
Yeah. So
even the Spence fight wasn't. Well, the Spence fight wasn't that good.
Yeah, Spence he lost. Yeah. But what's the name too? I mean, he has a legend on his Eric Morales. Yeah, it was on his tail end of his career, of course. But he fought him twice, right? Yeah. Yeah, he fought him twice. Yeah, he
Yeah,
fought.
because the first one was kind of, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Morales still had something, and the second one, bro, I gotta put that on my most ferocious KOs, by the way. That
Yeah, so Danny
for sure.
Garcia is I think he's a Hall of Famer, but I also think that, you know, some people may disagree. I also think that Sean Porter is a Hall of Famer as well. So
No, I agree with you.
yeah, so
For sure, I agree with you because not for nothing, bro. He saw everybody, and you know, I mean, what are you gonna do, bro? You lost to Bud Crawford. You lost the Spence fight was a hell of a fight, and the Keith Thurman was also a hell of a fight, bro.
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah. And he
man,
beat for what it's worth, he beat Paulie Malignaggi. Another one on the tail end of his career, but he beat him. He beat what's the dude that fought Floyd? Remember him? Robert the Ghost Guerrero. He also beat him. Lamont Peterson, I believe Danny Garcia beat him by decision, but that's a good win. It's a good win for Errol Spence.
Performance, but yeah, he still beat him.
Yeah, he still beat him, right? So yeah, I like Danny Swift, man. Benavidez versus Bivol or Beterbiev, the trilogy would look like the first two, which were mid. I disagree, Candace. I enjoy the first two fights, man. I feel like, and I'm not like trying to oversell it, but to me, Beterbiev and Bivol represents some of the best, like the epitome of boxing, bro. Like you have two contrasting styles. You have two guys that were. Huh? Yeah, mid is crazy, Candace. Yeah, you're wilding, bro. Those fights had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. The trilogy, to me, is necessary, bro. We just had trilogy of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. We had trilogies of Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora. Like people that went 0-3. Like we want to see the one. They're 1-1. We got to see the trilogy, bro. I love that fight, man. Don't get me wrong. I want Benavidez versus Bivol or Beterbiev as well. I'm not saying if those fights happen, I'm not gonna be mad. But to me, it's let's not skip the process, man. We need that trilogy, man.
For sure.
Now, if it ends in a draw, I don't need a fourth one. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a fourth one. But we can have a fourth one. I don't need it. You know, then you know what I'm saying, then get a couple fights in between, maybe get a Benavidez and then come back to it for a fourth time. But if we get a winner, yeah, then we go Benavidez, man. Hey, Benavidez got shit. We already knew this could happen. We knew Benavidez. It's the right thing to do, man. Give Beterbiev his opportunity.
When he beat you in the first fight, he gave you the rematch. When you beat him in the second fight, it's just the right thing to do. You give the rematch to him, bro. That's it. If nothing else, I can give you a million reasons why we should see that fight. But just on it's the right thing to do, bro. That's it. I don't need to go further than that. And whoever said that those two fights were mid, please, you know, go have yourself checked by a physician or something.
Oh man! And those of you that want to call in, you can still call in. I always give the members a longer time. So if you feel like the members are getting longer, certain people are getting longer time. Irony's a member, Patrick's a member. So whenever the members call in, that's one of the perks of being a member, man. Shout out to them. They support a little more, so they get a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Love and stuff like that. So that's why the members like Pat gets a long time. Irony gets a long time. So something I could do. So yeah, so everybody else, you get the 3 minutes. You still call in, but shout out to Irony. Keep it going, brother.
Just if Benavidez, I'm starting to kind of feel bad for him. And I say kind of because, you know, you sit around and wait for the trilogy which hasn't happened, so you gotta fight Anthony Yarde now, right? So you might have to sit around some more, man, if they're gonna do this trilogy. So what do we do with him? Do we give him the winner of Callum Smith and David Morrell? Do we give him Hot Rod? Do we give him who else can I think of? Just like a stay busy quote unquote fight, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's been on a hell of a run too, bro.
Blatzy, maybe you think, or
Blatzy.
something like that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I heard Blatzy has a fight coming up, so yeah, if he wins, yeah,
Zach Parker.
Yeah, Zach Parker. Thank you. Yep, I think any one of those would do because Benavidez been on a hell of a run too, man. I don't want him to get worn out excessively either.
Yeah, you saw the sequence. He
bro,
has Turkey's trying to put that man through the wood chip.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. He's been on a hell of a run, bro. Yeah.
And then Zurdo and then Opetaya. I mean,
come on, bro.
Man.
That's like, a lot. That's a lot, bro.
He's gonna run his ass to the ground.
Right.
Excuse my language. But
no, you're right, though. Yeah, because I mean, who he just fight? Morrell?
Yes.
Before that was Vosdick. Before that was who was before? Caleb Plant, right? No, Andrade. Yeah, Andre. Then Caleb Plant. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Either undefeated or one loss, literally.
Yeah, facts. So that's tough.
Andrade
man.
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
Plant, one loss to
one
Canelo.
loss Canelo. Yep. Vosdick one loss to Beterbiev. Yep.
and Morel was undefeated. I mean, what are we
Yep.
doing here, man?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Viterbia one loss, Bevo one loss,
Yep.
Zerba one loss.
Apataya, no losses. Yeah, undefeated. Yeah, bro. Benavidez is, hey, shout out to Benavidez, man. Hey, I rock with him, bro. I rock with him, man.
I mean, if he comes out of that whole thing, pretty much call it quits, buddy, because ain't gonna be nothing left.
Oh no, yeah. If he comes out of that, bro, he up there with
That's it.
Yeah, all time great for real.
Man,
that's a historic. That's a Pacquiao type run as far as like personnel goes.
Yeah.
Maybe not as far as accomplishments, but as far as like known people that he's fighting, that's a hell of a run.
Bro, killer after killer after
Come on
killer.
now.
I mean,
Yep. He said, didn't Big Turk say he wasn't? Yeah, he said he wasn't interested, but that's their fault. He was interested, but then they wanted, according to the rumors and reports, is that they wanted to go with another promoter and have it hosted in Russia, and then then it fell out that way. But that don't mean they can't have it without him. But Benavidez deserves his shot if he wins against Yard. I agree. I just think that it should happen. I still think the trilogy should be prioritized. But yeah, it's not a knock on or an indictment on Benavidez. It's just, hey, man, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. You knew when you went up there that they were fighting. It could have been a trilogy.
Exactly.
So,
that's why I say kind of, because
right.
you know what's coming, and
right.
you can read the room. And I mean, Benavidez, I mean, it is what it is, bro. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Facts.
You're gonna have to, unless one of these two retires, because who knows how Bevo comes out of the surgery, and who knows Beterbiev with all the knees and everything he's had. So who knows? Maybe he can, get his proper shot after he beats the hell out of Anthony Yard.
Yeah, I think he's gonna beat I ain't gonna lie, I think he's gonna beat the hell out of Yard too.
Yeah, I don't. A couple of people have told me like they see that as a tough ass fight. I'm like, nah.
I ain't go. Okay, so I saw it as a tough fight initially. I'm not gonna lie, but for some reason now. He's gonna get respect. So I want to say, no matter how it goes, even if he runs through him, he's still gonna get respect. Yard's a tough guy. He only lost to Kovalev and Beterbiev, and then he lost to Lyndon Arthur, but that was a trilogy. He got 2 of them, right? He got 2 of the 3. So
right. He's 2-1, but on the flip side, he never fought nobody. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I just think that he's a solid light heavyweight, man. Like, he's a real not saying Vazik's not a real light heavyweight, but Morel and Benavidez in both their defense, they both just got there. That was their second fight, right? Vazdik was, he came back. I think he had like a 2 or 3 fight win streak, but nobody really knew who they were. He was gone for a while. But Yard, he's like a big guy, young guy, athletic. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna gas out and get worn out. But I do think I'm gonna give him a lot of credit if he beats Yard. But I'm leaning towards you. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking like, dang, Benavidez might just walk through him, man. He might walk him down like NLE Chopper.
I will say this. Would I be shocked if Yard has like 2 or 3 good rounds, especially in the first half of the fight? No, because that's just how it goes with David, right? David usually, quote unquote, lets you have a couple of rounds just so he can download some information, and then he slowly but surely takes over the fight, and ends up blasting you.
Yeah.
But I just think that I could be okay. I'll say this: I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't see it. Like, I think Benavidez gets better with each performance.
Agreed.
He knows what he's doing.
Agreed.
And Anthony Yard, I don't know about that guy, man. That's a very weird career.
Yeah,
like,
very tricky. Yep. Started boxing late. It's like big fights or not, and then the big fights that he fights, the 2 that we have, it's a small sample size, but he still lost, so. It's like the people that we recognize on his resume, he lost to him, essentially.
Right, and I'll say this: you performed very well against both of them. Okay, so I'll give you that one. But it seems like you go off of fighting a legend, and then you're fighting me and my neighbors here. So you fight another legend.
Right, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
And I'm not referring to Lyndon Arthur. Okay, I'll give Lyndon Arthur his respect, but the others, not so much.
Yeah, Lyndon Arthur, I got love for Lyndon Arthur. Lyndon Arthur's been in there with Bivol too, right? Yeah, so Lyndon Arthur's a good guy.
Right.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. Wait, but Bivol or Beterbiev, one of them. I think Bivol, right?
Yeah, Bivol beat his
Yeah, Bivol.
ass.
Yeah. So
But he's solid, you know. He's solid.
mhm.
He's fought a few guys, and a lot of people think that Anthony Yarde shouldn't have lost that first fight. That was early
Right.
in his career. You know, whatever.
Right.
That's fine.
Right.
We never really asked for that trilogy. I would much rather see him fight either Joshua Buatsi or Callum Smith. To be honest with you,
Yeah, man. I would have loved the Joshua Buatsi fight and Anthony Yarde.
bro, that's been brewing for how long?
Man, too many years, bro. And then I would love to see him and Callum Smith, like you said as well, man. Man, but I just think at 175, it's not that it's not deep and it doesn't have people. It's just that it's a clear cut. Like it's like Benavidez, Beterbiev, Bivol, and then everybody else. You know, so it's Anthony Yarde is good, Callum Smith is good, David Morrell is good, but do they beat the guys I just named? I don't think so. Who else? Boatsi's good, but does they beat the three that we just named? You know what I'm saying? It's just
No way.
yeah, exactly. So you know, I don't know, man, but I do think that Anthony Yarde and Callum Smith is a great fight. Boatsi Yarde's a great fight. Morrell and Smith is a great fight that actually comes to fruition. I think that Benavidez, I think he smokes. I like Callum Smith a lot. I think he smokes Callum though.
Me too. And I got a name for you. If he has to wait for the trilogy, you know, either go after let's say that Morel and Callum Smith is happening, right? Let's say that, right? Because you know, wishful thinking or whatever the case may be, but let's say it's happening. Either get the winner, or if somebody's really, if they're really injured or whatever, because I think that's gonna be a hell of a fight, by the way. Go after the Russian guy that Morel just quote unquote beat. You know, go after
Imam Katayev.
Yeah, I mean, just stay busy. You don't need. Doesn't have to listen. If anybody deserves a fight, you know, that's not so tough as David Benavidez, bro.
Agreed.
But let's be honest here. If anybody in boxing deserves that, is David, bro.
I agree with that. I agree
just
with
have
that.
a little patience. You're still young. You know, all of these guys are way up there in age, so that's good news for David.
Yep.
Just have a little patience. Your time is going to come. It's inevitable at this point.
Yep.
That's easy for me to say, obviously.
Yeah. Easier for us to say. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I'm with you on that, though.
It is, you know? Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. But yeah, let me go get to this food, man. Shout out to Pat. Pat said Dr. Food gone cold. You feel me? My food gone cold, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But shout out to Irony, man. I love chopping it up with y'all, man. Right? Nah, it ain't your fault. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's my fault. You know, I love talking, and I thought we were gonna be done before I mistimed it. You know what I'm saying, with the ordering of my food. But I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to my brother Irony, man. Let them know where they can find you, bro.
Irony Boxing over on YouTube. I'm going live later today.
Come on now. Shout out to my brother Irony, man. I'm gonna try my best to be there.
I'm still working on the X and all the stuff, but you know, just give me some time.
Yes, sir, man. Take your time with it, man. It's your platform, man. You'll get right. We all need some time and some patience. We all growing. So I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling in, man.
Bon appetit, brother.
Thank you, man.
God bless you.
Yeah, same to you. Dios te bendiga, mi hermano.
Appreciate you.
Hey. Shout out to my brother Irony, man. Shout out to Tufo. Tufo said, leave that drug cheat where he at. Facts. So Imam Katayev, a lot of people, you know, they don't want to talk about it, but Imam Katayev, he definitely got caught cheating in the IBA, you know what I'm saying? The International Boxing Association, you know. So, yeah, Imam Katayev might be a little dirty, you feel me? You know what I'm talking about? So, Imam Katayev, I personally thought that Morrell beat him handily, but some people think otherwise. I think he got dropped in the 5th round, so I definitely had Katayev winning that 5th round, and I gave him one more round besides that. I thought Morrell we beat him pretty convincingly. Shout out to him. He had a good moment. Probably had the best moment of the fight, but there was a lot of moments that he lost too. Shout out to my brother Candy Slim. He says Bivol beats Beterbiev the third. I think so too. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed for the Mexican monster to get his shot and demolish one of those hype jobs. Ooh, he called them hype jobs. Oh Lord, he called them hype jobs. You said Bivol and Beterbiev are hype jobs? Ain't no way. Candy Slim said Bivol and Beterbiev are hype. You know what's crazy? And no disrespect to Beterbiev, I could understand you saying that more about Beterbiev than Bivol. Like Bivol beat Cinnamon. I know Cinnamon moved up, but it's still Cinnamon. You know what I'm saying? Bivol beat Beterbiev, and then Bivol beat Zerto. Remember, Zerto's only L, who's a current unified champion at a weight class above cruiserweight, is Zerto. Bivol's the only one that beat Zerto. Yeah, you crazy. Now Beterbiev, I understand Beterbiev a little bit more because I think Beterbiev is a beast because, you know, but then again, you know, I used to box, right, as an amateur, and I boxed in Tallahassee. former light heavyweight champion, and Tavares Thundercloud. He's from Tallahassee. I actually boxed at the same gym as him for a while, and I think he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I rate him a little too high, but I gave Beterbiev a lot of credit for beating him. I give him Marcus Brown. That's more. I think I feel you on that. I think people overrate that win. But Alexander Vazdik was a good win. Remember, Alexander Vazdik beat Adonis Superman Stevenson when he was undefeated. You know, and unfortunately, Adonis Superman Stevenson suffered the Canadian Haitian sensation. He suffered brain damage that he's still dealing with now, chronic brain damage. Shout out to him. But Vazdik beat him, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, Adonis Stevenson. So, and Beterbiev beat Vazdik, you know? So I get what you're saying, though. Don't get me wrong. But nah, I'm not going. I'm not going. B-Dog said they really made Morrell fight. Come on now, facts. Come on now. They be wilding, bro. They be wilding, B-Dog. Hey, Lone Star, bro, that's crazy, bro. Hey, shout out to my brother Candy Slim. One thing I respect about Candy Slim, though, he gonna say his piece and he gonna stand on it. You know what I'm talking about? But Bivol Beterbiev hype jobs is crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to my brother Tufo in the building again. What up, folks? Said Benavides is my man, but dang, Bivol beat Canelo. Yeah, Zerno Beterbiev champion, defended a million times. Yeah, Candy Slim crazy, bro. What do you want to go back in time and fight Evander? Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Shout out to my brother Candy Slim. But yeah, I appreciate y'all rocking. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on the panel, man. Big salute to Pat Bandero, big member. Big salute to Divine Irony, big member. Check him out. Irony Boxing. Big salute to Steph. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Brown, you know, Lone Star Steph, I think is his name. His new name. Well, the YouTube changed it. Shout out to him. And somebody else pulled up, but that was it. Yeah, shout out I think I saw Cito back there, but I guess he got impatient or had to do something. Shout out to Cito. Facts, I think Beterbiev was a little hyped way more so than Bivol. I don't get me wrong. You know me, bro. You know, I'm gonna look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of being outraged, I try to think about it. I agree with you. Like, it's not, well, hold on. I don't agree with you, but I understand that sentiment because Beterbiev, let's be real, he doesn't really have there's not too much star power on his resume. It's from a personnel standpoint. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, he beat Yard. It's not really a big known guy. He beat Alexander Vazdik, not really known. He beat Marcus Brown. He beat, like I said, Tavares Thundercloud, not really known at these times. I like Thundercloud, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, no, I feel what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I disagree, but I got you. This man Ty done pulled up. Let me pull up Ty real quick, man. My brother. Let me pull up Ty, man. Hold on, man. I'm gonna grab my food, man. I'm gonna pull up Ty. I'm gonna let Ty talk, but I'm gonna grab my food, man. Go ahead and talk, Ty, if you can hear me, bro. I can't hear you. Yes, I can, actually. I can't hear you. Shout out to my brother Ty, man. Hold it down. Let me go grab some more food, man. You gonna make my food cold.
Oh man, good day. Oh shit, I almost tripped. I really had just something particular to rap about.
Gotta pull up my brother Ty, man. Gotta pull up Ty, man. Big member, man. See, members get a little special treatment. You know what I'm talking about? But go ahead, cook up, man. I'm about to eat.
My bad for being tardy.
Nah, you good,
what's
man.
This I'm hearing about Uncle Vergil.
Who that?
What's this I'm hearing about Uncle Vergil on?
Oh Lord, rank number 1, bro. What are we doing, man? Rank number 1 by the Ring Magazine. Beltless Uncle Vergil too.
Yeah, how that work?
Yeah, you gotta. Apparently, I don't know what I'm talking about when I value the belts. You know. That's what Douglas Fisher, hey, check this out. Notice the people that didn't like what I said. They're either Vergil fans or they're Ring Magazine affiliated people, aka Vergil fans. Douglas Fisher, because my tweet where I said this nonsense, he said that I said it's a bad look to not have a champion ranked, to have a non-champion ranked higher than all the champions, and the Ring Magazine is not based on the sanctioning bodies. No shit, Sherlock. I literally said that in my tweet. But yeah, Douglas Fisher. Coincidentally, he's a writer of The Ring, right? Exactly. So go ahead, Ty. Cook up, please.
I'm trying to make sure my shit accurate. I'm trying to pull up the rankings on my phone real quick. My bad.
No, you good.
But
Number
does
one,
look bad that you got him ranked over how many champions?
all 4 of them. And they got the WBA champion, Abass Baraou, ranked 10. The last one.
I can see him being ranked over Barao, but is he really ranked over him?
Right. I can see him ranked over Baraou and Xander too. But guys, dang, Sebastian and Bakhram and
How much Eddie paid though? I mean, not Eddie. How much Oscar paid?
Oscar de la Ponte. He probably paid him an 8
It's
ball.
looking, it's looking like Williams to pay his ranking all over again. So you telling me a non-titleist can be ranked over champions?
And belts don't matter.
Yeah, or beating actual other champions. Don't matter.
Nope. Jalil Hackett says a popularity contest. That's what it's looking like.
It must be a popularity contest because beating Jonas Tellers is probably just as good as beating Serhii Bohachut.
Come on now. Come on now.
Maybe it's the Majimov win. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know either. But I don't know. Sebastian Fundora be the undefeated unified champ in Tim Tszyu. I don't know.
Oh, here go my rankings right here. Yeah. This should look goofy.
Hey, shout out to Tufo. Hey, Ty, you gonna like this one. I mean, not Tufo. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan said, how much Boots pay? My man ranked over Abass with a Libra win is crazy. Hey, man, chill on my boy, man.
He come with a little bit more lore on his resume than Vergil.
I'm
talking about a former ring champion. I can understand ranking somebody that actually held one of their belts, moving up. 7 is a pretty good spot. But for him to be over Sebastian, we got Majimov 3.
Yeah.
Fuck going on?
That's actually, it's so crazy. I did my ranking and I actually ranked Boots number 7 as well. So that's one thing we do have in common. But I had the champions ranked higher.
Then you read their criteria, how they're supposed to rank them. Going off of their criteria, this list is kind of Mickey.
Come on now. Facts.
Lubin at 5 over Xander at 6.
Yep. To be fair, champs move up and be higher. Yeah. They unless you're Abass Baraou, apparently. And unless you're Rolly Romero, Tufo, because he's not even in the rankings. But his mandatory Shakram Gearshoff is, and the guy that wants to fight him in Manny Pacquiao is, and the guy that he that formerly had the same title he has now in Stanionis is. And you tell me it's not biased? So you have the guy that wants to fight you for the WBA title that you have is in the rankings, Manny Pacquiao. You have the guy that lost the belt, formerly had the belt that you had in Monte Stanionis. That's in the rankings. And you have the guy that's in line, that's your mandatory in Shakram Gearshoff in the rankings, but you're not in the rankings. I bet you Ryan, that Ryan had won that fight. What do you think he'll be? Ryan might have been ranked number 2 in front of Stanionis. It might have been Brian Norman. I think the order is what? Brian Norman number 1. No issue with that. Stanionis is number 2. I think if Ryan won that, Ryan would be ahead of Stanionis. Only because they couldn't justify putting him over Brian Norman.
Going off of performance and track record, like the rank claims is their criteria.
Right.
Why is this guy ranked so high?
Exactly. That's what you tried to tell me, bro. Doug, bro, I'm gonna pull up the tweet that he responded. I'm gonna pull it up right now for you, bro. He said it was not based off the sanctioned by, which I literally said that in my tweet. I said I know that it's not based off, but people just want to respond. They don't even really read what you say. They just see that they disagree, even if they come to repeating what you said. Bitch, I literally said that the ring rankings are different. They want to be separate. But I said putting a guy who's not a champion over all 4 champions is just not a good look. I think it's a terrible message sent to boxing. It's literally saying that none of the belts matter. None of the belts will get you up there. That's all I said. I didn't say that I don't understand the ring, bitch. I promise you there's nothing on earth that you understand that I don't understand. With your dumb ass. Don't take your position for granted. But look, so I said I like Vergil, and we all know what the ring is trying to do with prioritizing their belt. Literally acknowledging that they're prioritizing their belt over everything else and not really factoring in the sanctioning bodies. He said and then I said, however, a fighter that isn't a champ in the division, hell, he hasn't even been a champion at all, is number 1. That just sends a terrible message, even coming from the ring. So once again, I reinforced that the ring doesn't abide by the sanctioned bodies. I get it. It just sends a bad message. So then this is where this guy, Mr. Douglas Fisher, says, it's not about the belts. It's about quality of opposition and performance. Vergil faced Boachuk and Madrimov in back-to-back fights. I said, I like Boachuk. Vergil dropped Vergil twice and arguably won. And lost to Adams twice, as far as Boachuk. So Vergil Ortiz getting dropped by a guy that lost to Brandon Adams twice, who you don't rate or rank, right? How good is that performance if Vergil almost lost to him? And you could argue Michael Fox beat Suri Boachuk too. But then, and I said, don't talk about quality and performance like Vergil's are indicative of him being number 1. Shout out to my brother Ty. He just said that. Why is his performances against Boachuk was not good? It was a controversial fight. It was a good fight, was not a good performance. Those are 2 different things. So let's keep it going. I said, if that's the case, beating Koke and Tim Tszyu should put Bakhram at number 1 because he destroyed Tim Tszyu. And then he beat Jack Koke for a vacant belt. Jack Koke's been in the ring with guys like Bubu Andre. In fact, he's been in the ring with the current champion for the WBA, Abass Baraou. He beat him too.
Yeah.
So come on now. So if we're going by what Douglas Fisher, come on now. Thank you, Ty. So if we're going by rank, performance and quality, then I think Bakhram should be ranked number 1, according to him. So I said, what you meant to say was opponent popularity. Goofy. Talking about, it's quality, it's performance and quality of opposition. No, you mean the popularity of the opposition. I be cooking their ass, Chad. I ain't gonna lie, I be cooking. Wait till we just blow up, bro. I be cooking their ass. Go ahead, Ty, my bad. You just had to put me on the roll right there.
To him reading their criteria, winning a belt in that division actually is
one of their criteria.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
that's kind of false for him to say.
Exactly. People will say whatever, bro, just to try to be right.
Looking at Madrimov, what puts him at 3?
Come on now.
I understand they judge you based off your performance in a victory or
we lost you, bro.
Or defeat.
Yeah,
which can be a factor to determine his. I'm looking at the rules because your performance in a victory or defeat can be factored to determine his place in the ratings.
Which I'm cool with.
Okay,
I'm cool with that. I thought he performed well against Bud. Not well enough to win, but I'm cool with that. But not number 3 though. Not number 3.
But when they look at these rankings, they look at your performances like across the board. So if it's somebody that's not within that division, they still factor that. You lost 2 guys that they have up here.
Come on now.
Doesn't matter at Buzz at 68.
Facts.
It's like with Boots. Doesn't matter that most of his lore comes from 47. That shit gets factored.
Yep.
That's part of his recent track record, according to their rules.
Bro, Ty, I want to say this too, bro. I want people to remember that Vergil Ortiz is not a champion. He was ranked number 1. So if they do fight, which I don't think they'll fight, but if they do fight and Boots or Bakhram beat Vergil, I want y'all to remember that Vergil was number one without being a belt holder or beating anybody of their, well, I ain't gonna say of their caliber, but beating somebody like them. So when Boots and Bakhram, I think both of them beat Vergil, they better be in the gosh dang, they better have the Ring Magazine belt.
He beat nobody that was ranked higher than 6.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. I like Vergil too. I know people don't think I do. I do like him, but it's just, like I already said, it's just hard, man. When it's hard to like him when you can see that they're clearly capping for him, man. I think that's just kind of whack.
Yeah, it just looks weird that Israel Madrimov,
Mm-hmm.
prior to him getting his 2 L's, why was he never ranked higher than 5?
Exactly.
Or even get the 5th place?
Right.
But we skyrocket him to 3. It's just like your stat, like padding up somebody else's resume that's on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Crazy, bro. I will respect them though. I did think that it was dope that they put Brandon Adams on there. I thought that was dope. Whether you agree with him being on there or not, I thought that was a good little nod to him, you know, showing some love. But not saying he has to be on there because he wasn't on my top 10, but I did like that.
It's just like somebody's dotting the I's and
exactly right. It seems disingenuous. Yep. To justify the Boachuk being on there and Vergil being so high, yeah, I agree with you. It didn't seem like it was genuine, but yeah.
Jesus Ramos 9. They could have pushed him to 10.
Bro, they could have pushed him out of there. He's fighting at 160, bro. And I like Jesus Ramos. You know, he would be high for me because I'm high on him. But he wasn't on my top 10 because he's not at, I don't know where he's going. You know what I'm saying? He fight at 154, one fight at 160. His next fight is scheduled against Shane Mosley Jr. And it's at 160. I might as well put Jermell Charlo in there then. If we doing that.
I don't mind him being there because he has a fight which is proximity to the weight or at the weight.
Mm-hmm.
But who he beat? If we're going by their criteria, it should be no reason why he's over Abass Baraou.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't his last fight at 160 as well, or was it at 154? Against who he just fought? What's the name? Dang, who he just fought, man?
Did he knock off Banana at 60 though?
Yes, exactly. Jason Rosario. Thank you. I think that was his last fight, and I think it was at 160. That's why I don't get it. Yeah. It was, oh no. Okay, he did fight Rosario 160, but he fought Guido Screll. I remember we watched that fight. That was at 154. So his last 4 fights, 2 of them were at. Sorry, his last 3 fights, one was at 160. So he fought Johan Gonzalez at 154, Jason Rosario at 160, Guido at 154, and now his next fight's at 160 again.
So who's the guys he beat at 54? Because I don't think Banana does really much for you.
Agreed.
As of recently.
Agreed. I mean, I think he beat Brian Mendoza. But that was a little minute ago. But other than that, I seen a lot of his fights. So I don't really remember the names. Shout out to my brother Oster in the building. What's good, brethren? You said I'm in the gray again. Nah, you good, bro. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my brother Oster, man. Yeah, bro.
Fundora, he looks a little musty right now. That and the Bakhram shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how they're not 1 and 2.
Exactly. They're 1 and 2 on my list. Shout out to my brother Ty. They're 1 and 2 on my list.
You can debate over who should be where, but I don't know. Sebastian at 2, cool, but Vergil over him, that looks nasty.
Yep.
So you have the guy that holds the interim to his belt.
Yep.
That's not actively pursuing him over him.
Yep. Not actively pursuing him or Bakhram, because now he obviously didn't go towards Bakhram, but also his coach came out and said they're not even going to go the IBF route because of, they want to look out for the welfare of their fighter. Well, then move your fat ass up. I get it, but I'm not going. That's good for Boots though, because when Boots pack Vergil up, when he packs Vergil up, he goes straight to number 1. Yeah, they got to. No matter if it's Bakhram or Boots who pack him up. There's no doubt they got to be number one. Even if they leave the division, they should still be number one. If an interim champion can be number one, they should be able to leave the division and come back tomorrow and still be.
Damn, I almost packed up Oster. I had to do my research.
Oh, because of 140. True. I just peeped this as 140. Right. I just peeped that. But yeah, man. I wanted to get your opinion. I know you're busy, though. I wanted to get your opinion on Claressa Shields and Tank stuff, but I'm about to go get some food, man. But if you want, you could go ahead and share your information on that. I mean, or if you want to share for next time, it's up to you.
Oh, okay. All I can say is she kept it a being.
I thought so, too.
It wasn't like she just attacked him with any animosity. She kept it 100. She said what she
100.
thought of him as a talent, but as far as what is he actually doing in the ring, that shit look bogus.
I agree, man. I did like the Frank Martin fight. Lamar Roach, it doesn't look that good. I give him excuse for that, but the
Only
Jake
person
Paul...
I'm disagreeing with right now is Alicia.
What happened with Alicia, bro?
Yup.
Yes, sir. What happened with Alicia, man? Uh-oh, we lost him.
Keep on calling my damn phone. Yup.
Yes, sir. You get me?
Try.
Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Motherfuckers kept on calling my phone. I'm like, damn, who watching this one?
Hey. What happened with Alicia, though? Oh, AB. We got a few
Somebody
ABs.
Somebody said some bullshit.
They wildin'. They talk like Bakhram doesn't deserve the 10-pound rehydration clause on him. Come on now. All right, bro, it's the IBF, bro. Like, and I love it. If you can't be 10 pounds, within 10 pounds of the limit the morning of, go on and go to a new division, man. I'm sorry. I'm not one of those that feels bad for the fighters. That means you weight bullying, bro. I'm sorry. No matter who, I don't care if you talking about Ja Pataya, IBF belt, you talk about Richard H's IBF belt, you talk about Bakhram's IBF belt, whoever, bro, there's nothing wrong with going that route, bro. Unless you can't make the weight. Can't make the weight,
If
man.
that was really a problem, why are you not pursuing the guy that you, your promoter, your father openly say is food?
Right.
I'm pretty sure your promoter has a good relationship with Mauricio. As he does.
Come on now. And I talked about that as well. Come on now.
That's not a fight that can be ordered.
Come on now. Interim WBC belt holder. Come on now. WBC belt holder Fundora.
It's either Sebastian gonna fight you or he gonna come up off that belt.
Come on now.
You didn't even do that.
He said they talk like Bakhram doesn't have the 10-round exact. Oh, I read that already. But yeah, he doesn't have to abide by it too. Like it's one way. Come on, bro.
Man, like with Hitchens, that's just somebody that ain't trying to fight.
Not going. Yep. Why is not letting me do this $8.99? Hey, shout out to you, bro. Can you cancel my other one? That's probably the reason. Oh no, I can't cancel. I can't. I have no control over the memberships. I can't cancel somebody's membership. Shout out to you, man. Yes, sir, man. Go ahead and get that big membership. We gonna announce it. Like, I know you're gonna figure it out because you my boy. Shout out to Oster, man, doing the big $8.99 big boy membership.
You can upgrade it by going to your Gmail.
Shout out to my brother Ty. He said you can upgrade it by going through Gmail, Oster. Take traded like WWE. No, but I agree with that. We talked about it. I know Ty was here for it. But yeah, I think what Claressa said, I'm a Tank fan. I think people You gotta understand, Claressa is the GOAT, bro. She is somebody that pursues undisputed. What does undisputed symbolize? That means you're not ducking no smoke. You're not thinking about no smoke. You're not contemplating no smoke. You ain't turning down no smoke. That's the cloth that she's from. So when somebody to her is not taking every challenge, you gotta understand she went through all the challenges in 4 different divisions, bro. She's been undisputed 4 times in 3 different divisions, bro. She's all the way at heavyweight now wiping them up. They're wiping them out. There's nobody you can say that they called her out and she didn't fight them, unless you're being ridiculous and saying people that are like 30,000 pounds below her or people that she already beat. The people that we want her to fight, she either already beat them or they're 100,000 pounds smaller than her. Who do we want her to fight? Alicia Bumgarner, 1,000 pounds smaller than her. Franson Cruz, she already beat her. Savannah Marshall, already beat her. Amanda Serrano, 1,000 pounds smaller than her. What are we doing? And if you want to say Shadeja Green, or she fight, shout out to Shadeja Green. I like her. She just got on the scene, man. And Shadeja Green lost to somebody that she already beat, Franson Cruz. And Claressa Shields said that she'll fight her. But a lot of people say, oh, fight her at 168. When Bud called, shout out to Budrick, but when he called out Cinnamon, Cinnamon was the man, right? When Bud called out Cinnamon, Cinnamon didn't come down to 147. He didn't come down to 154. He ain't meet him at 160. He ain't say, let's do a catchweight at 163. Bud brought his ass up there. So if Shadeja Green really wants that smoke, and you're claiming that somebody's ducking, well, then bring your ass up there. Hell, she bigger than Claressa. You see Shadeja?
Talking about negotiations.
Right. She's bigger than Claressa, bro.
I guess her representation didn't understand, didn't explain to her how A side, B side actually work. It don't matter if the money right behind you. They gonna acquiesce to whoever actually has the numbers.
Right. And she just got on the scene, man. Stop it, bro. She ain't been around long enough for people to say she's ducking her. And they're not in the same division. Shout out to Claressa Shields, man.
Yeah. Even if your boy Jake and MVP sends her a contract, it ain't gonna be in your favor.
Facts. So everybody calling Claressa Shields out her name, it's just crazy, man. You too emotional, bro. Like, if anybody can say what they said, it's Claressa Shields. And now I disagree with the part where she was like, I think you could debate if he's scary, but that's just how we talk. If you don't do something, you scary. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she called him a punk or nothing like that, but she's just saying, hey, the girls that be talking trash to me when I retire, I'm finding a way to come get you too. So that's her mentality, bro. She literally goes fights Hannah Gabriel's, Hannah Rankin, whoever it is, you know what I'm saying? Cruz, Franson Jazern Cruz, whoever it is, she gonna fight. Savannah Marshall, she gonna fight him. So you got to look at it like that as well, man. She, it's not like somebody who's not about that life that's saying that stuff. A lot of y'all that be saying the opposite and calling these dudes scary and saying they ducking, y'all wouldn't bust a grape in a food fight. This is a fighter who has a fighter's mentality who's proven that. She gonna go get him. So from her point of view, I see what she's talking about. And this comes from a Tank fan. I might disagree that when she says what she say? She said Shakur and Devin and Bud, and you could disagree or say that there's more people that she could have added to the fighters that want all the smoke. You could argue that Shakur didn't fight Devin when he had a chance, or Shakur didn't take the opportunity to be on PBC when he had a chance, or Tank didn't have an opportunity, or didn't take the opportunity when Shakur is available. Like, these are stuff that are debatable, you know what I'm saying? But what's not debatable is that there are people that we want Shakur to fight, that Tank to fight, they fight their contemporaries. There's nobody that we want Claressa Shields to fight that she hasn't fought. These are just facts. So once you break it down like that, take your emotion out of it, I think she's more right than wrong with her statement. And she just happened to be talking about Tank because that's what they asked her about, but she could say that about a lot of fighters that aren't fighting Bakhram too. Fighters that aren't fighting what's his name? Boots too. Fighters that aren't fighting Vergil too. Whoever it is you want to cut it, not fighting Jais. Anybody that's not fighting, you said Claressa Shields, she don't know nothing about that. She goes to MMA and fights you. She goes to England and fights you. She goes to another division and fight you. She go back down to another division she was at and fight you. So you gotta understand that. So that's all. That's how I took it. I ain't take nothing from it. I disagree with who would win. I think she said Shakur. She thinks Shakur win. That's her partner to them. I think Tank wins, but everybody has their opinion on that. That's debatable, but my bad, Ty. Go ahead, bro. I think you said hold on, so that's why I went on my little rant.
And I'm still looking up and down this list of people just saying they not available, they got shit lined up.
Come on now.
Questioning other people's
legitimacy or their resumes, and how the fuck you get on the list?
Yeah, facts.
I think it's funny that Bakhram sitting right there in front of Lubin.
Right in front of your
Wasn't he
face.
supposed to fight him?
Yep. And see that's why I blame, and maybe I'm wrong for this, but I do give Lubin the benefit of the doubt because I think he would have fought him. I just think it's a better, more lucrative deal with Vergil. I think that he fought. I can't say a guy that fights an eliminator, no matter how unknown Arjun Holmes is, whatever, he's still an undefeated fighter. I gotta give Lubin credit for that. So I do give him a pass for that. But you're right though. I mean, he's supposed to be fighting Bakhram.
It looked like somebody just took the easier path because
Come on now.
I thought Turkey Chuck is supposed to be legit.
Right.
If you want to fight somebody on the Turkey card,
right.
So you telling me you get more for Vergil where?
Shout out to Kendrick in the building. Oster just renewed that membership. I appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to you, man. Doc, I need my $8.99 benefits. I had to get the 4 and I, but now you good, bro. You know what it is, man. Shout out to you for the new membership, man. Welcome back to the Boxing Talk family. Renewed his membership at the. How come it didn't show me the notification at the Boxing Talk? What's that? Which one is this? The graduate level? No, the bachelor's level. Shout out to you, bro.
We brought back. We brought back.
Yeah, shout out to those doing the big boy heat like Ty and everybody, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the members, whether it's graduate, whatever level, graduate level, bachelor level, master's, PhD. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to my brother Clone dropping that bread, that cheese, that butter.
I don't know that ain't Clone.
Mr.
My shoe percentage higher than yours.
You said Claressa Shields. A-Fight, Bumgarner, or Sugar Neeks. Shout out to Sharoneka Johnson. She's also on the MVP card with Tank and Jake. I think Lee Scott suffered an injury, so she replaced her. Ducking the smoke. I said Clarissa's ducking the smoke is crazy. He said, Ty, I hope you fix that. Y'all both out there selling, bro. I gotta watch y'all, bro. Bakhram is a new boogeyman. I'm not mad at that. I disagree, bro. I'm not mad at that. I think it's slightly, I think it's slight, what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Oster, man. Shout out to my brother Claude as well, man. I don't know. I definitely think people aren't rushing to fight. I just think it's more so like risk outweighs the reward right now. So I mean that does give boogeyman vibes, but let's see what bro. Hey, Ty, bro. I was watching some Bakhram fights some more, and man, I didn't realize how many times he was getting caught by Tim Tszyu before he put him out of there. Boy, Boots might tattoo him up, boy.
The thing I'm starting to notice is we make fun of T.O., not realizing there's more T.O.s than you think.
Yep. Don't know how to cut off the ring. Struggling with footwork. Struggling with game plans. I agree.
Shit. The Turk already exposed how he'll be with a fighter trying to match him with T.O. And T.O. will be on the phone like, oh, no, not him.
Yep, did that about Keyshawn. Yeah.
Picking and choosing.
Shout out to Ty. We don't know, Bakhram, like I said, I give Bakhram the benefit of the doubt, but I'm leaning towards promotion, man. It might not be that. Maybe they a little choosy. You know what I'm saying? Like Ty's implying. So we just don't know. But on the surface, yeah, if somebody's not getting fights, they're a champion. The optics will look like the easy thing is to say, oh yeah, he's the boogeyman or people are ducking him. But sometimes we gotta dig a little deeper, scratch below the surface, man. I think Bakhram was injured in that fight also. Yeah, he injured his right hand against Tim Tszyu. And then against Jack Koke, the fight before that, it was during Ramadan. And he still stopped him. Shout out to him. First person to stop Jack Koke too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oster said that's a boogeyman. Shout out to my brother Oster. Hey, y'all check out my brother Oster as well, man. He has some dope content, man. Check out Oster. Let them know where they can find you in the chat. Shout out to my brother Oster, man. Check out his content, man. Dope brother right there. Dope opinions right there. You know what I'm saying? Check him out. Boots ain't fighting nobody. Man, stop it, bro. Don't kill me, but it's true. That's crazy. The man's unified, bro. You can't be unified. You can't be unified, bro. And the Ring Magazine champion ain't fighting nobody, bro. Go ahead, Ty.
Let me smoke on Oster real quick.
He said,
keeping it 100. You can disagree with this or not. Boots is closer to Bud than tanking in every way.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because the same problems I had with Bud is the same ones I have with Boots. If this promoter not getting you the fights, why the fuck did you sign with him?
Come on now.
Right?
Facts. I'm
Right?
with you. I'm with you.
People said, "Oh, his resume at 47 shaky. He could have did this. He could have did that." Why? It's the promoter. No. Sometimes we look at the fighter and be like, "Yo, it's the decisions he made."
Come
At
on
least
now.
this one actually came out and openly said, "Hey, that's on me.
Come
I
on
need to
now.
be better on my team when it comes to the decision making for my career." We ain't
Mm.
never hear that come out your man's mouth.
Facts.
It was always the guys across the street.
Hey, Ryan got me crying. He talking about stop him off fasting. It's crazy. Oh. No, Ty's right though. I agree. And like I said, I'm a Tank fan, but I'm also a Bud fan. You know, I'm also a fan of boxing more than anything. I think Tank is, if he hasn't showed us anything, he showed us that I disagree with people that say he doesn't want to be great. I think he wants to be great, but he doesn't want to be great at the expense of not getting paid the most money. I think he is selective when he fights, but I just don't think that he's selective because he's scared. I think he's selective because he wants the accomplishment. But his biggest accomplishment is the money, you know, which I can't really knock. But I agree. I think that Boots just want. I genuinely believe Boots. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think we'll see. And I think we already saw, you know, with him fighting Stanionis, bro. Stanionis is ranked number 2 right now without a belt and with the loss. So it's like we can say that he hasn't fought anybody, but sometimes, and I'm not talking to Oster, I'm not talking to you, Oster. I'm just talking in general. Sometimes we got to realize that we aren't acclimated or familiar with the division that we're talking about as much as we think. You see what I'm saying? Because if you are, then how can you not respect unification with an undefeated champion, bro? And a Ring Magazine belt. The man had hardware on hardware, bro. It's hard to tell me that guy didn't beat anybody more. I think it's more of a testament to we not knowing who he beat. You know, that's different. It's like Bakhram or Abass Baraou. Like Abass Baraou, you could say he didn't beat anybody, but then you realize he beat Jonas Tellez. Jonas Tellez would be the best win on Xander Zayas' resume. He's also a WBO champion. He'd be the best win on, maybe not Fundora's. Tim Tszyu would be the best, but he'll be one of the best wins on Fundora's resume. He'll be one of the best wins on, who's the other guy? Bakhram's resume. And he shared the ring with Carlos Molina, who's been in the ring with Lara and Adames. Those are 2 current champions at a weight class above. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta recognize those things too. At least I do. But I'm not mad at my brother Oster, man. He gonna stand on his square, and I love that, bro. He said Boots ain't fight nobody. But that's the crazy part, right? Boots ain't fight nobody and became a champion, a unified champion, Ring Magazine champion. What the fuck was Vergil Ortiz doing? How you fought somebody's and you ain't get a belt off of nobody? Tell me, either you stupid or Bozy and Eddie Hearn and the rest of Gerard Boots Ennis' management are geniuses. How you fight nobody and be unified? And another guy who's fighting everybody ain't win a belt.
Unified lineal champion in his first division.
Talk to him.
We've seen Vergil in 3 different divisions. Barely made weight in any of them. Never been a champion. And this is the guy we sitting here propped up.
Come on now.
Who did he really beat? Because everybody that we sit here and credit him for, we scrutinize.
Right.
This folks, we ask, is Majimov really that guy? Or was he just in position? Suri Boachuk. My boy not even on the fucking list. Let's keep it G.
Hey, Serhii Boachuk is one more loss away from this.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy?
And he's ducking.
Right. Hey, right. And remember, Boots tried to fight Serhii. Like, we got to, bro, Boots, I'm not saying, okay, if you want to get into the politics and you want to really debate, I cannot tell you if the offer was sufficient. And we know Eddie Hearn is shaky with the money sometimes, you know, funny with the money. But according to them, and their own admission, you know, when I say them, I'm talking about Eddie Hearn and I'm talking about Serhii Boachuk's team. They were approached about the Boots fight. Josh Kelly was approached about the Boots fight. Vergil Ortiz was approached about the Boots fight. Remember the hand? Who else? Rashidi Ellis, who tried to double back after he turned it down, was approached about the Boots fight. You see what I'm saying? That's compliments of TBV, another. I think he said on Mill City or somewhere else too. I saw. Shout out to the platforms in which they're interviewed on. Speedy Rashidi tried to double back after he turned it down. So Like, same with Tank. I know it might not be, you know, so a lot of y'all
Speedy
don't
was
like
cap.
Tank, but yeah, baby, he was cap. But he was
He
offered. You see
never
what I'm
officially
saying?
tried anything.
Right.
He only did that because Mills City put him on the spot, put him in
Right.
an awkward position live.
Yep. An awkward position. That, you know, I don't like to talk about people. They do their own thing on their platform, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make the boxers feel uncomfortable or expose them or nothing like that. But yeah, so he might have been capping, but you gotta stand on your square, man. Don't let nobody put words in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So
2-4 right.
what 2-4 say?
They discredit Stanionis, but give credit for Magic Mode.
Come on now.
It's funny how
Come on now.
Stanionis was a great name.
Come
when
on
he
now.
was gonna fight Vergil with no belt.
Come on now.
He acquires a belt, gets beat by Boots. Oh, that nigga was never it.
Come on now. Bud resigned because he was getting a large guarantee, 3.5 M's. His resigning was also prior to the other side of the street BS. Shout out to Kenny Slim. Eddie Hearn be lying about that offer. Yeah, he might be. Yeah, Ellis got to fire his whole team. Come on. Yeah, so I mean, what I'm saying is similar to Tank with Boots. Is like, yes, we see Lamont Roach, just like we see Weez Malima. But we got to remember that there were other people approached as well. You know what I'm saying? For Boots and for Tank. So and it happens a lot of times. It's not just them. I'm just using them as an example right now because it's relevant and recent. But it happens a lot, man. The man turned down for.
Man, that nigga Eddie was doing a little bit more than some other promoters that we sit here have no problem with.
Yeah.
When it comes to Oscar De La Fishnets,
Hey, Oscar De La
nobody
Panty.
asking why he not putting up extra bread to get a sufficient B-side for his fighters.
Yeah.
But we only question it with Eddie. Well, why he cheap with the money?
Come on now.
When he offer a fighter market value, we tell him he being cheap.
That's true. You don't want to be
But when
foolish.
Bob Arum do that shit, oh nah, you know, Top Rank got the best matchmaking.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But they're not paying their guys.
Yeah, you gotta come out them pockets. Shout out to Joaquin in the building, my guy. Boxing politics. Yep. Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to Unity in the building, man. I don't know if I saluted you already. My brother Kendrick in the building. You get another one, man. How you join the Discord, man? The link's pinned to the chat. You join the Discord, and then once you join, you go to the voice chat. You can go to waiting room if you're not a member. If you are a member, go to BTF members only chat. But since you're not a member, Ramirez, you go to the waiting room, and then I'll pull you up. But I'll be honest with you, I'm about to get off pretty soon, though, man. Your boy, there's something Kendrick said I missed. Yeah, I talked about the ring list already, Kendrick. Shout out to you, bro. My bad, I'm scrolling up. Vergil's biggest wins were suspect. Yeah. Magic Moth, a little sicky. You know, I'm not blaming Vergil for that. I like Vergil. Vergil's a beast. I think Vergil is a good fight, him and Boots. But like I said, I'm not sure if he's going to fight him, man. And I don't think I'm not sold that it's Boots' fault. Not saying it's necessarily Vergil's fault, but I'm not sure. He said, shout out to my brother Oster. He said, I don't debate Bud no more because that shit's solid. I'm on other things. Boots ass trying to make Boots great. Boots ass trying to make Boots great. Can you say that again? Boots ass trying to make Boots great. What you mean?
There's no boxer currently in boxing that is infallible.
1,000%.
Everybody's made either a bad decision,
agreed,
had bad management,
agreed,
or ostracize themselves with their own words.
Yeah.
Facts. Ostracize. Woof. Facts. Boots in there, yeah, obviously, but he can pack the 154 up at 160. He looks quite heavily built for, I can see him fighting tomorrow. I think he could go to 160. Hopefully he does. I want to, at least get a belt at 154.
He ain't pack up 154 though.
Right.
He had all the maneuverability and position to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody made all that fuss about Arrow skipping the line, but behind closed doors, Bud was the one that let him. Arrow just couldn't pass a fucking physical. Let's talk about that. He had a clear road to Fundora. Had every right to fight him.
Even hopped in the ring.
Let that man had 3 failed fights.
Damn.
And went to go do something else.
Damn.
Like, I can acknowledge that he was chasing greatness to a degree fighting Canelo, but let's keep it G. He could have did the same thing at 54.
Damn.
It's an argument to be made that
I'm sorry.
he sought the more lucrative fight
Mm-hmm.
and a one-off.
I'm not mad at that. That's true though.
But
Because
we
remember,
talking about
I was one of the few that said I would rather him. Granted, he beat beat Cinnamon, so it's different now. But I preferred. I was one of the few that said I wanted him to go for undisputed at 154. I preferred that.
did he really attempt?
Nope. But I'm not mad at him for not though. But yeah, no, he didn't. Not to my knowledge. Let me say that.
But let somebody else, another fighter, talk about their bread or furthering their family. It's picking and choosing.
That's true. That's true. Boots going to beat Vergil ass. I want to see Boots with the real. Nah, don't do that. Come on. Oh, don't do that, Oster. No. I want to see him with a real 50-50 fight. Nah, bro, stop it, bro. If he beats Vergil, he needs all the credit, bro. No. We not doing that. Come on now. Nah. We not going. And that's what I think people are going to do. Because Virgil's ranked #1 in the Ring magazine. No, bro. That's what I be talking about with penalty. I'm not even talking about Boots. I'm not anybody. We can't penalize people for being great, bro. Vergil Ortiz is undefeated, man. Even if Boots runs through him, that's just a testament to his greatness. It doesn't mean that, oh, well, it was tailor-made for Boots. Granted, I think so with the styles, but Vergil could win. You see what I'm saying? Nah. That's a great win. If Boots beats him, especially if he smokes him. Nah. We can't say that. And I'm not saying that that's what you're saying, Oster. I'm just saying that if we kick it like that, I want to see Boots in a real 50-50 fight. Then it makes it seem like he's trying to, you know, say, oh, diminish his win if he wins over Vergil or Bakhram or whoever it is, Xander or Abass or Serhii Boachuk, whoever it is. You see what I'm saying? 154 is fire. There's a reason why we say that's the best division, because everybody could beat everybody. Abass could beat Boots could beat Xander could beat Bakhram could beat Vergil could beat, you feel me, Jesus Ramos, if you want to count him there, whatever it is. So no, hell no. I want to see him in a battle of a good fight. I can't get a proper take on him talent. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, I think that's crazy, because it's like Claressa Shields. I don't know if she's good because she's dominating. No, that's why she's good, because she's dominating. It's not that you're not good until you struggle. What? That's like a, like I said, I mean, that's you know, but so let me get this right. So Vergil, I'm not saying that you're saying this, but hypothetically speaking now. So because Vergil struggled against Serhii Boachuk, he's better than everybody else? Or is he worse because he struggled with Serhii Boachuk? Shout out to Serhii. I like Serhii. Hey, shout out to Serhii, man. He follows me on Instagram too. I'm not diminishing him. But what I'm saying is that Serhii's clearly not the best. He might be one of the best, but he's not the best at 154. So nobody ranked Serhii as, Serhii was not a unified champion, right? Tim Tszyu was. So because Bakhram ran through Tim Tszyu and Vergil struggled with Boachuk, even though Tim Tszyu's better and you beat a former champion, because we've seen Vergil struggle, is he better than Bakhram? Because Bakhram didn't struggle? Like that's backwards as hell. But yeah, your opinion, yeah, man, you got it, bro. Yeah, I think that not struggling is a testament to your greatness. It's not a testament that you're not challenging yourself. It's just sometimes you're that good. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're just that good, bro. You're just that much better. Because then at the same time, then we gonna say that you struggle with somebody you ain't supposed to struggle with. And Boots packs up Vergil. What else is supposed to be 50? Yeah, exactly, Pat. If Boots packs up Vergil, man, what else supposed to be 50? Yeah, Bud? Like, come on, those are two. So you can't be great until you fight the greatest? And then we gonna say one of them's not as good? Nah, hell no, I'm not going for that.
I think I disagree with KD.
What Kendrick say?
As far as legacy, the money, I'll agree with him as far as the money, but as far as legacy, clearing out 154 with the depth it has.
Oh, there go Kendrick in the back anyway.
Just as much weight, if not more, than moving up and fighting Canelo in a barren weight class.
Hold on.
Orlan. Shout out to Kendrick in the building.
First off, that was the better legacy and money fight.
So we talking about similar fights.
Huh?
We talking about singular fights, but in totality, running the gauntlet at 54 is probably equally.
But
He
running
probably
the
won that
gauntlet at 54 and 37 makes more sense than getting your win, getting a top tier name. Because even if Bud beat all those dudes, all they're gonna say is, "Oh, they wasn't shit anyway."
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
The same thing they did at 140, the same thing they did at 135. So
Me blood clot.
even if he did all of that, they would still say they wasn't shit. They would
Yep.
say Fundora got knocked out. They would
Yep.
say who else champion? I mean, he had WBA. Xander, if Xander had
He too
became
young.
champion, you know what I mean? He was too young. He got him here early.
Mm-hmm.
And Bakhram never had no football minute like that. He knocked out Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu was trash anyway. So the legacy now there is none of that. There is none of that. Canelo was younger than him. Canelo was he's at the top of his game. He just won undisputed again. There's none of that. And he made probably more money than he would have made in all four of those fights.
Yeah.
So it only makes sense. Like that, I don't think that's picking and choosing, because we've seen him clear out. It's not like this is the first time not clearing out a division. He cleared out divisions before.
Yeah.
I like it.
Where do I want to start with that?
I knew the rebuttal was coming. I'm sitting this one out, Chuck, and I agree with both. I preferred 154. I've been saying that, but no, I it's not that I don't like. I love the Canelo win too. So both of y'all valid points, man. I'm not just trying to muddle the line or what's it called? Straddle the fence or whatever. I really think y'all both making good points.
I feel like accolade wise, both are equal. Money, you're right. He wasn't going to get that type of money. I don't think the Turk would have offered him, however, whatever sum or whatever. But from my understanding, Bud he made a good penny off that, but it wasn't what Canelo was getting.
Nah, he
So
made
to
like 60
say,
probably, something like that.
to say he wouldn't be able to maximize his funds by fighting them guys at 54 to equate to what he got from fighting Canelo, I think he could have got that. Honestly.
You think so? Fighting Bakhram, how much you think he gonna make off that Bakhram fight?
No, he's saying collectively, right? You're saying collectively?
Yeah, I know. I
Oh,
know.
okay. Oh, my fault.
Because it's not like he got that extra backing. He would have to at least address a mandatory along the way. So his totality or his run to be undisputed at 54, I think would equate to the money he got from fighting just Canelo.
But see, this is where and I think my bad. Go ahead, Kendrick. My fault.
I was gonna say, do you think that he would have had the longevity or the time enough to finagle all of the politics of the boxing and maintaining the belts and acquiring the other belts from the other guys at the same time, given his age at the time?
And before you answer, Todd, I want to say this too. I think that's all the more reason why fighting Canelo was what made sense, because even if even if he can't get all the money, they still got to do like 4 fights. You know what I'm saying? You do one in one, you get it in one shot. Shit, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and answer though. That's my perspective on that. And the general, the casual fan recognizes Canelo way more. You know what I'm saying? So you get the legacy and the money and the marketability and the exposure and all that. But go ahead, my fault.
It's not so much Bud making the decision to go straight to him. It's more so us as the fans about how we weigh certain accolades, right?
Okay.
We'll look at one champion and say, hey, you only got undisputed because you fought one guy.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
We'll sit there and tell him, it don't look the same as this guy who went champion.
Facts.
I think
that's why I said for resume.
Double standard.
Canelo big name. I can't refute that. But when we start talking about the accolades, where do we set the line?
I think it's interesting conversation, because I think it depends on who you ask. Because if you ask me, I don't care how you got it. You feel me?
Facts.
Because if you beat the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy, like, to me, Bivol is just as much as an undisputed as Beterbiev. You feel me? Like, I don't see them differently per se. Now, I can see how people make that argument of, oh, better BF went through everybody
Right,
and got
right,
each individual belt.
right.
And I can respect that argument. But for me personally, it don't matter because guess what? You beat the dude that beat the dude that beat the dude. So in my opinion, you undisputed. You that guy. You the lineal, as they try to say in a way, right? So that's what I look at.
Yeah, I dig that. I do. I can't say that it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me when it comes to respect. Like I respect them both and I appreciate them both. But I will say that I'd be like, I will have to give a little bit more. I don't even know what I'd be giving. I guess like acknowledgement.
It's the run.
Yeah, the run. Exactly. It's the run that I'm like, dang, I'm more appreciative of it. But to your point, I agree with you. I don't care if you get all 4 of the belts at one time. Like what's the name did? Who did that? Jermaine Taylor. Shout out to Jermaine. Bad intentions. I don't care if you got it one shot. You feel me? I don't care if it took 2 fights or 4 fights. You know. But I will say the 4 fights, 5. Yeah, it's the run. I'm like, damn, that run is crazy.
I like Haney, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. But that's what Ty's saying because some people will say that. Try to. But you know, and that's why I love our discussion because I love that we talk about what people do because that's how bad, how we just made that sound, bro. That's how bad people are, bro. Devin Haney, if you don't like Devin Haney, oh yeah, he got his undisputed one is questionable. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, come on. If you like Naoya Inoue, you know his undisputed run is spectacular. You can't name 2 people he fought, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like, come on, man. That joke is crazy to me, bro. Picking and choosing, bro. Where's the consistency, man? Stand on something, man.
Yeah, consistency is easier for me, bro. Like, you undisputed, you that guy. That's how I look at it. And I mean, do you think though, Ty, that people would have really gave him respect for making the run at 154 compared to the respect he got for beating Canelo and the way he beat him?
I think it's more so for the one name versus the actual accomplishment.
Oh, they're gonna give him the respect.
Yeah, it's more so because you beat Canelo, not because you jumped up to 68. If he did that against any other champion, if you look at him, John Ruiz, he did the John Ruiz thing.
Yep.
It's more so because it was Canelo. But
exactly.
as far as going undisputed there, you did that at a division that we sit there and question. Legitimacy. I can't even say it.
I got you. Legitimacy. I got you. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I be tongue tied too. Now you good? I need some too. Both my waters empty.
What does that division actually look like right now?
154 or 168?
Because when Canelo even undisputed it, there was chatter about why did he do that at 60, where the champions were, the level of difficulty was higher than it was at 68.
Hey,
especially how he got it.
Hey, this was for you, Todd. Joaquin. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. I thought you was done. My fault. You took the
you got half of the boxing crowd talk congratulating him for the time span it took him to collect all those belts. Where the boxing purist is looking at who did he beat for it. We can't sit here and act like we don't. We can acknowledge the champion, acknowledge the undisputed champion, but we do respect other people's runs or who you beat for it a little differently. How you got it.
Bro, shout out to Joaquin. Joaquin said, I hear that. But Cambosis was an easy win, though. That shit had me crying.
See?
That's exactly right. That's exactly what we talking about, bro. But look at this person. This person said, and then someone put on my comments. I said that Bakhram proves that belts don't matter. And I don't even know the relevancy of this. But this guy said he just wanted to talk shit about Boots. Apparently, he said Bakhram called out Boots 5 days ago, and Boots hasn't responded yet. Bitch, it's 5 days.
First of all, Boots called him out first. It was a response.
Exactly. He responded to Boots. To Boots' post-fight interview. This man is calling Boots a duck and a hype job. The man just got out of. But Vergil ain't fighting a champ yet, Kendrick. That's what I be talking about right there. I'm just gonna ignore that comment. I'm glad he said it though, so I was on stream so I can laugh. This man said Boots, it's been 5 days since Boots been in the division, and he ain't responding to Bakhram, so he's ducking Bakhram. Vergil ain't. Come on, bro. This is Vergil's about to have his what? His 5th fight at 154? Literally, right? I'm not exaggerating. Frederick Lawson, Thomas Delorme, Boachuk Madrimov. Lubin's his 5th fight. He ain't have Nan title yet. Bro, people be wilding, bro. This is the people that you argue with, bro. Not me.
So he didn't address
Not me.
Bakhram twice.
Yep, that's what he said. He said it's been 5 days, Ty.
So
Bro, they don't even play basketball games in 5 days. They talk about load management. The hell is you talking about, bro? And they got 82 games in the season. What are you talking about, bro?
Dude, this guy pay attention.
He drunk, man. He drunk, bro. Ain't no way. This is what I be talking about. I should make a video about this comment. That's a good one. Shout out to him, man. That's crazy,
I
bro.
ain't ducking the most likely fight to happen.
That's crazy, bro.
Just saying.
That's crazy, bro. He ducking. Shout out to ducking ass Boots. Oh man, shout out to Joaquin. Ducking ass Boots, bro. Apparently, I mean, you know, everybody ducking, man. Baraou ducking, you know, everybody ducking, man. Xander ducking.
They calling that boy Crocs.
The Crocs, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. That's crazy.
You know what's funny? Well, you know what I don't like, and I think we talked about this like last year, like end of last year, maybe something like that, when Turkey acquired the Ring magazine. It was like, let's see how things go. Let's see how things play out, right? And what I'm seeing is when we talk about these rankings, they're extremely biased. And they're biased towards Turkey's pitches.
Come on now.
Right? Because there ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me Vergil Ortiz is #1 at 154.
Come on now.
When his best 2 wins were the most suspect wins of all time. One of them he got dropped twice and most people thought he lost. Another one, I still think he lost off points.
Yep.
And I'm not the only one who think that. So
yep.
It's like, how are we putting this dude at #1 over actual champions? Champions with defenses too.
Preach.
Like, that's crazy to me.
Preach. And that's the thing too. Even if whether you had, if you're an honest person, whether you had whether you had Vergil winning or losing against Boachuk and Madrimov, if you're an honest person, those are close fights. So those weren't great performances, like one of the contributors to the ring tried to say that, oh, it's based off your performance. No, because his performance wasn't that good.
He's terrible.
Come on now. A competitive fight, yes. Fun fight, yes. If you want to say that, especially Boachuk, but it wasn't because he had a good performance per se. It wasn't one of those competitive fights where it's like, oh yeah, man, that was a great performance. You could say that he recovered for 2 knockdowns. You know, you can always take something positive from it, but like a good performance and like a good competitive fight is what I'm trying to think. Like I don't know, where they both performed good. I'm trying to think of one recently.
Like oh, I got you. Like Shakur and Zepeda.
There you go. They both performed well. Like even with Zepeda losing, I could say that I don't think Zepeda had a bad performance. He was just not the better person. You know what I'm saying? Even what's the name? Well, I mean, that's a short sample size. Never mind. He got stopped anyway. But
I would say Roach Tank, but everybody think Tank underperformed.
Yeah, they say Tank performance was bad. I was gonna say David Nika and Jabatai. I mean, that was too short of a sample size just because he rocked him. I want to say that, but let me think of another one. That was a good one though. Yeah, hell yeah, Zepeda and Shakur. I don't think that either one of them had a bad performance. Canelo and Bud. I know some people think that Canelo had a bad. I don't think Canelo had a bad performance. I'm a Canelo fan, bro. I don't. But then again, too, you know, you had it. I think you had it like 10-2.
Way better.
Oh no, I don't think so. I think that I thought it was a close. I thought it was a closer fight than what people thought, and I thought Canelo fought a good fight. I just thought Bud was just better. I don't think Canelo, in my personal opinion, I don't think, like, if they have a rematch, I think Bud's gonna win worse. Yeah, but I don't think it's because Canelo just. I don't think that there was something that. Like you said, you think Canelo could have did better? I don't think so. I don't think that there's nothing that I can point at that like, oh yeah, Canelo didn't try this. I don't feel like he tried to step on the gas in this moment. He didn't try to change his pace in this. I feel like he tried to, just Bud had an answer for everything. So I don't think that he could do better. That's not a knock. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Canelo's still my favorite fighter. Sometimes people are just better than you, bro. I think that's what Bud showed. He's just better. I don't think Bud won because Canelo had a bad performance. Sorry. Go ahead. What do you say?
I said it makes me look at the talent pool at 68 a little differently.
Yeah, facts. I agree. And maybe look at and that's the thing too. I'm not one of those, and maybe a lot of people disagree with me, and rightfully so. But I'm not one of those that's like, oh yeah, well Bud would just whoop everybody at 168. I don't even see it like that. I just think that more so that the guys at 168, it just shows how little adaptability that they have and little versatility that they have. Like, you know, I think for me, it just showed that like Canelo, not Canelo, well Canelo too, but like Bud is just, you know what I'm saying? The movement is the skill is just so much higher with Bud, you know, and and maybe shout out to Canelo, but maybe I've always said Canelo was an undersized 168, but he's strong enough and good enough to compensate for that lack of size, and these guys are just not moving as much, you know. So it's easy for him to time him. It's easy for him to track him down. It's easy for him to walk him down. Like they'll easily get flustered. You see what I'm saying? Like he hits them one time, they start, you know, I don't want to say cowering, but yeah, cowering and stuff like that. Like Bud didn't fold. I don't think it's because Bud wasn't getting hurt. I mean, he probably wasn't getting hurt like that, you know, because you hit him when he flushed out. I think he was feeling the shots. Yeah, but I do feel like he was getting them some shots, but people respond differently. Like you might hit. I might hit somebody and they just, you know, shrink and be like, I don't want to get hit no more. Stop it. I might hit Kendrick and Kendrick Hulk up on me. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what Bud did. Bud's like, okay, bet you hit me. It was like Thanos and Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Like Hulk hits you, you cower over. When you hit Thanos, Thanos looked at him like, all right, bet we about to box now. Terrence Thanos Crawford, you know what I'm talking about? But had better foot position the whole fight. Yeah, shout out to Joaquin. Yeah, but I personally don't look at it as a bad performance of Canelo. And I'm not just saying that just to give Terrence Bud Crawford all of his credit. I do want to give him all his credit, but I also do think that I was not disappointed as a Canelo fan. I was disappointed in Canelo's effort against Skull. I was disappointed in Canelo. I feel like he could have did more against Berlanga. I do think he fought. But I thought he could have did more. I thought he could have did more against Jermell Charlo. I thought he could have did more against Jaime Munguia, even though he dropped him. I don't feel like he could have did more against Terrence Bud Crawford. I think if he would have did more Ty and Kendrick, he might have got knocked the freak out. He might have got stopped.
Just like Caleb Plant would.
Exactly. I'm not even trying to be funny. That chin holds up for so long. Like this man is 35. He's not. But Budrick is older, but he's 35. In boxing he was 15. He's been a pro. He had 67, 68 fights. I don't care how strong your chin is, man. Shit start to break. You punch on it enough. You see what a drop of water, as long as it's consistent and steady, what it does to a rock. Okay.
When I look at 68, outside of Caleb and Canelo, everybody that, let's say, the ring is using, they all inexperienced. I think Bud would actually beat them if it were tomorrow. So if he wasn't,
Hamza's the only one I think that could give him trouble, just because of the size.
Hamza Shiraz.
I don't know. I seen what Adamas did to him.
True. That's very true. I'm just thinking the size is the only challenge that he would have to really overcome.
Yeah.
But like, and Billy's getting put out. Like Lester probably won't even take that fight because he know better.
Against who? My fault.
But
oh,
I don't think. Yeah, Billy's getting packed up. Who else? Berlanga. That's food. That's just gonna be 12 rounds of ass whooping.
Man, chill on Berlanga, man. Chill on Berlanga, man.
McGear getting knocked out like Bruno Saras.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they all food.
I don't know, man. I know it's gonna sound crazy, bro. I'm not doubting Bud, but I agree with you until you got with the exception of Billy, man, and Lester. I'm not saying he don't beat Lester.
Beat up,
I don't know, man. Yeah, probably.
He gonna look crazy after
Probably. You're probably right. That's true. You're probably right. I just at some point that size is gonna matter, man. I think Billy's approach, it makes it interesting, man. Like I said, if they take the fight, I'm going with Bud. What you say, Ty?
His approaches was going to get him stopped. He looked
Maybe.
big. He looked like he imposing, but that boy ain't got no balance. He want to lean on you so he don't fall.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that now. I agree, but I don't know, man. I like I said, I hope Bud doesn't go that route because, like I said,
he would.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't because I don't think that's good. But I mean, but like I'm not saying he won't win. I just at some point, man, they gonna be too big, bro. At some point, bro. It may not be Lester. It may not. I don't know. I think at 168, man. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know who it would be. Like I said, but like Hamza, even with Hamza, I know what Adames did this thing. I just think it's just different. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Bud beats Adames too. But man, he gonna take a lot of shots from Hamza, bro. Not saying he can't do it. Any fight Bud and Bomac take, I'm telling you, I don't care if he fight Benavidez, I'm taking Bud. However, because I'm done. You know, I went against Bud twice. How many fights he got? 42. All the other fights I went with him, but I picked Errol Spence and I picked Cinnamon. I'm not picking against Bud no more. I don't care. He can fight Usyk. If he can fight Usyk, bitch, I'm taking Bud. If he think he can do it, bitch, I think he can do it. In that boxing ring, if he think he can do it, I'm with him. But I'm just saying, but me, objectively speaking, with the fight not being called, I don't think he should fight in Billy, bro. I don't think that's. But y'all make good points though. Your argument's compelling. I don't like that a Billy fight for him. Even Lester, I don't like, but I would agree with you more with Lester because they're in the same camp. So I know if he takes that fight, he for sure knows he could beat Lester.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But Billy, I don't know. Was Crawford knocking out Lester in sparring? I don't know.
That boy gonna be on a t-shirt, candlelight.
Yeah, Billy's
just gonna be a visual.
Style wise, it's just not good for Billy.
Yeah, I agree. Stylistically, I agree with that. The part that I'm just thinking about, like you said, maybe I'm giving too much on the size differential, but I don't know. hey, first Usyk, bro. Hey, first Usyk.
Usyk might pick Bud.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm not. Hey, he said thank you, gain action. Nah, bro. I'm not going. Okay. I'm speaking in hyperbole a little bit. You know, I'm exaggerating, but you wildin'. You like somebody. You just blind pick. You know, that's why I'm cautious about that Billy. So I'm joking. You know, but at the same time too, I'm for real. Like if I had to put money on it, if Bud thinks he can do it, I'm going with him. But I'm not saying that if Bud thinks he can do it, I'm going with him. But at the same time, it's like I don't think that's. Yeah, so at some point, size gonna be too much, bro. I do think he could beat Caleb. You know what I'm saying? I think he could beat who else y'all named. Who else you named? Munguia. You know, but yeah, I think when you get to Billy and Lester and like true big stocky guys that have some type of boxing sense about them, I think it gets a little shaky, man. Gets a little sticky, man. Ozzy Iglesias, he probably could beat him too, but I don't know. I think that's where it should stop, bro. Like. That should be. Maybe I'm tripping, huh?
He wouldn't even fight him.
Facts.
Buzz stance again.
Yeah,
his stance been towards these guys of the next generation.
Facts.
He really. I don't think he's inspired to do anything with them.
Facts.
What do you think about this? I think if we was to go back a couple years, a younger Lara would probably give Bud problems.
I think so. Bro, I said this before in a video or a short or something in the video. I think Lara's his biggest threat at 160. People talk about Janabek. Yeah, I think at 42. Yeah. At 42, I think. I'm not saying I picked Bud to beat Lara, but I think Lara's the biggest threat at 160 to Bud. I think Janabek's just he's just an easy one to make the assumption with because he's considered the best. He's unified, but you know we talk about who Boots beat. Who did Janabek beat? Nobody. Exactly. Nobody. Hit him with the key sweat. Right, exactly. And well, Gamasenge was a person he put hands on him until he knocked him out. That was a dope knockout, but he put hands on him. Denzel Bentley was best to win. Maybe Stephen Butler. Well, come on, man. Andre Mikhailovich. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, man? Vaughn Alexander or Alexander Vaughn. Like I say, it's like he got two first names. I always forget which one it is, what the order is. He about to fight Gabriel Rosado, so that should tell you all we need to know about him. No disrespect.
Yeah, yes.
Exactly. So But yeah, man, fellas, I'm about to go ahead and call it, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Gosh dang, pulling up at the last second, man. Keep me on for 30 more minutes, man. That's my boys, though. Shout out to them. Big members in the building. I appreciate y'all pulling up when y'all can, man. But shoot, man, y'all go ahead and kick it in the back if y'all want to. I'm going to go ahead and slide and take my dog out. And
man, who pulling up to the members?
Oh, Ty, you should have access to, I think you could pull people into the members now. I don't know.
I don't know if I can move anybody.
Okay.
Or at least I'm on my phone. I don't know if I can do it from here. I'm not on desktop.
Okay. Now. I think Kendrick can too. But shoot, if not, just let me know and I'll address it. But yeah, appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, y'all be easy, bro. God bless.
I'm gonna move down the members.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all rocking as always, man. Shout out to y'all for pulling up. Shout out to the panel. Everybody that pulled up, man. Big up to the members. Big up, big up, big up. Boop, boop. Shout out to Clone for the $5 in the super chat. Appreciate the love, man. Shout out to Oster for renewing his membership. Consider becoming a member, man. Costs $3 a month. That's nothing to y'all ballers out there. If you ain't got it, if you could do more, do more. Check out the Patreon. Show us love, man. All the money goes to growing, keeping us going and growing, and getting us out to events, travel expenses, all that good stuff, and improving the stream from an equipment standpoint and everything, man. So I appreciate y'all rocking as always. Don't forget to smack that like button if you haven't done so already. But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we are nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.